They told me to wait.
Wait.
Hey!
Why did you just kill my fun? What? You fun sucker.
The catch on that, Ryan. So great.
Oh my god.
Stop the fun. Welcome to Off Topic, which isn't live right now, even though it normally is. This week, I'm hosting because Michael's recording a 50-turn Mario Party.
It's happening.
But joining us is Matt Bragg, Trevor Collins, Ryan Haywood, and special guest, Olin Rogers. Hey! Thank you!
Hey.
Thanks, Eric.
Eric's there. You got
One quiet clap in the distance.
Slowly fading.
That's all you need.
Slowly fading.
Thunderous applause.
Okay, so what we didn't bring up is that the broadcast team over there,
Yeah.
hate us.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, like, they do a lot of different shows. They have a lot of podcasts at Rooster Teeth and this is the one I think drives most of them to insanity.
You were 10 minutes late.
I didn't know.
Listen, we're not live.
Yeah.
All right?
Wait, what do you mean we're 10 minutes late? We were here at 11. We had a whole bit where
That's
Matt
true.
was trying to measure alcohol with his
yeah.
You can't really
fingers.
measure.
Well, who's our
alcohol.
sponsor?
Yeah, Eric.
Olin read the
You're
back
all
of the bang
responsible.
can.
Look, I was
We've
reading
been
the
going
back
for
of it.
10 solid minutes and you guys just didn't record it.
If anything, you're late.
No.
Man. God, we were just waiting for
Who
them
are
to
we
show
brought
up.
to them by?
Oh, yeah. This episode's brought to you by New Belgium, Omaha Steaks, and Quip.
And quip.
Quip?
Are you reloading it?
Quip,
See?
like a little quip.
Why do they still try and market this?
Why does this smell like a sweaty person's shirt?
That's what jelly
That's
beans
what it
smell
used
like.
to be.
Well, those start as butt plugs and then they become the snakes.
I'm not
reconsider
letting go.
calling
I'm not
it
letting go
Did you
now. I
watch
got
like a
two of them.
PBS
two
documentary
of
on
them
how to
down.
make those?
that. I mean, you can tell it's fake because there's no nutritional information.
That's true. They should put something on there, even if
Right.
it's
It
fake
was
info.
1998.
Right, I wouldn't check.
No?
Yeah.
Where'd you get this at?
Where did they get that?
Center of the table.
What's that?
Is my best bet.
Nutritional information.
Okay,
Oh,
wait a minute.
wow, potato chips.
Nibbles, yummy potato chips, stacks of
A
fun.
family company.
All right,
Classic.
let's take a
Classic
second.
nibbles.
They do
Those look
have
like
nutritional information.
Bad cookies.
Look how brown these chips look.
Yeah, they look like bad cookies, right? Like
Brown.
They look like a cross between
They're
Pringles and
3
Wheat
inches
Thins.
thick. 3 inches thick and pure brown.
Cardboard.
Oh, it's
Stacks
not
of
working.
fun.
Okay, wait a minute. So this
How?
is made by the same company that made this one, Loftus International, made in China, but it's distributed by a company in Salt Lake City, Utah.
Hold that
Nibbles potato chips. Oh, this has 3 grams of total fat.
Freaking.
one. All right, we're gonna need it. It's gonna have to be a team effort.
Hold on, I'm gonna
Oh
pee.
wait, these ones combined.
Oh,
Are
yeah,
we
that's
trying to
in
put
there.
this back in the can?
Yeah, we're trying to
gonna
undo
peek.
Pandora. Hold on.
That one was much
Way
better.
better. What's it?
Turns out,
Why are there?
Legos.
No, these are like terminal blocks for a printed circuit board.
Oh shit, yeah. they
Oh,
are.
yeah, look at that.
Why are those in the bottom?
They
They-
power it.
I'm gonna breadboard.
Dude, as it was being packaged by the robot, some pieces just fell off.
It's
Don't
just
worry
like
about
shook
it.
loose.
Can you? Is it so when you shook
I
it,
am
it sounded like there was
programmed
something in there?
Maybe so, but
Humans will enjoy this.
I think
Get in
this is the robotic arm in China's
gonna do the
like
one.
help message.
got
Like,
one? Got one?
the hours are long.
It's been kidnapped and it's trying to get word out.
Matt, cheers.
Get one more.
Hey, happy birthday,
Yeah,
Jeremy.
Hey, thanks.
Happy
Thanks, Ryan.
birthday!
Hey, cheers.
Water.
Is it really your birthday?
It is, yeah,
Yeah,
actually.
hey, speaking of your birthday,
And my anniversary.
there's a gift back there for you,
How
bud.
old are you?
28. Turned 28 today.
Really?
Yeah.
Seriously?
Yeah, what do I look, dude?
You do not look 28.
I know.
In a good or a bad way?
I think it's a good way.
How old is he?
You're kind of like a Jason Statham, who you don't know
Oh,
what
okay.
age he is.
He just exists.
Eternally good looking.
We'll get that
Thank you. I was born this way. Like, facial hair and
From
all.
the get-go.
Yeah.
born with a
It was
full
like
head of hair,
Velcro coming out.
a whole head of teeth.
Oh, yeah, Eric's alerting me that there's this really beautifully wrapped gift over here.
Matt, when you're drunk, I want you to
concerned
open
about
this.
Okay.
When
Because
that-
you
when
will
that hits
forget
you.
what's in there.
That's
And you'll
not
think
true.
it's jelly beans.
I don't like jelly beans. It's okay.
Matt, it's sugar.
I just don't like them. I don't. I know it's sugar. I just don't like the way it gets to me.
What do you mean the way it gets?
Like the device for it. Like that's not my. Oh.
I know Eric though, and I could see him. You could put the hat on. He's like, oh, there's napalm in it. All right. I don't have a knife on.
If this is just a bigger one of these, that would be excellent.
It might be.
It just explodes and they make a mess for themselves.
That's why I'm gonna open it. Matt Bragg.
Oh yeah.
Matt Bragg ways.
Did it shoot? Oh, the lid back
thank
here.
you.
Matt's
No problem, dude.
guarding it.
I've been wanting to get workers' comp for a while.
Like my Spyro
I
keychain.
do.
That's how you know they're my keys.
Is this gift from broadcast? No. Okay. They just tried to. Yeah, they were gonna
it
tell
from?
us.
Trying to re-gift.
It's from whoever hands it to you, so they'll take all the credit.
Okay. Whoa. Let's do some rudimentary. Okay. It's got us. It was shipped to Sarah.
Weems.
Uh-oh.
That'd be,
not great.
that would be hysterical if this was made by the same people as this. And it was like the most beautifully constructed box to look like.
I don't like that it has opening instructions. It says before tearing into the box, there are a few things to know.
What is it?
It's meat.
Meat?
Oh, are these flowers made of meat?
I can smell
It is. They're meat flowers.
Meat?
You got
Brian, open the
jerky.
meat flowers.
Meat flowers.
No joke.
It is indeed a meat flower.
Guys,
You know, it's like they have all those fruit bouquets. This is the
It's
answer.
a meat
it's a
roast.
flower made out of
What is this right here?
jerky.
What is this?
What?
God,
Behold.
look at this meat roast.
Oh my god, what is this? Is like petrified.
Oh
jerky.
man.
Yeah, all right. Everybody grab a meat rose and dig in.
I'm
No, come on.
Yeah, I'm okay.
It smells like dog food.
Yeah, it does. smell
Share
like
your
dog food.
hashtag broman.
That's kind of what dog food is.
It's like a bro
Is
moment.
this dog food? I swear this is gonna be like eat it.
it's-
And they're like,
it's-
it's a dog
It
treat.
smells
It's
like
dog food if you love your
but-
dog.
The real question is,
Like a lot.
see, it's got like a little tie here. Is that
God.
edible too, or do you have to?
I don't know.
Tie on it?
Yeah, like
It's
you see how they're holding the flower together?
It's a brocade.
Oh,
It's a brocade.
I'm sure it's fine. It's a brocade.
That's what it says.
This smells pretty good.
This smells like something I would feed my dog.
No, get your nose in it. It's good.
It smells.
Well, first of
like
all, do you eat jerky?
But this doesn't smell like jerky.
First of all,
smells
do
like
you
jerky.
eat dog food?
This smells like
Look at that.
a dog treat.
Yeah. Well, when you get close, it smells like jerky. But yeah, no, from afar, it certainly smells like dog food.
Oh,
That's
look
not
at that.
bad.
Oh,
dog food,
beautiful.
That's good for dog food.
That's
put
a
'em
pretty
all
good
in.
jerk. I don't want to say. Oh, nice.
Uh-huh.
They don't have it on camera, but they will.
It's your birthday.
Happy birthday.
Mr.
Birthday.
Jeremy,
Oh, there's two more.
happy birthday. Yeah.
Well, that doesn't go easy.
That's why they
Bit of
call
a
it
fight.
jerky.
All right.
How is it?
Dude,
Does it taste
tastes like meat.
canine-y?
A little bit,
That
but
tastes like
It shouldn't
dog.
take
I
like
could live a
fishing
life
rods,
as a
huh?
dog.
Dog's a little gamier.
Yeah.
Wait, no.
You've eaten
Yeah.
dog?
No, of course not.
Of course you have. I'm sure.
I'd eat a dog.
Of course not. Right.
It was one of those like shitty dogs.
What?
Like a chihuahua?
Do you?
Yeah.
Wait, what?
No.
What? What?
There's so-
Wait,
hang on,
what?
hold on. There's
Chihuahua,
no
first of
like.
all, is
qualified-
most-
You would eat a
Bone.
dog?
I'd eat a dog.
You would not eat a dog. You would eat just a homeless dog?
No, I mean I wouldn't kill
An
it.
unemployed, homeless dog?
He wanted to have a home.
I wouldn't kill it, but if it was served to me,
Yeah. So there's no.
if I went to a
qualifier.
restaurant and dog was on the menu, I ordered the dog.
Why?
You
Where?
No way.
Dog's
no
already dead.
way.
I mean, well, you're right. The dog's
mean,
already dead.
Would you
I
eat
agree
human
with
too,
that.
you
No.
fiend?
No.
Depends on how it's prepared.
You're telling me if you got a menu,
Yeah.
you saw steak, you saw chicken tenders,
Yep.
mashed potatoes,
This is a really weird
and
menu.
dog. You would say, gaw.
Load me up with that dog.
Load me up with the
First of all,
dog.
I bet I
Give
could
me
get
the
the dog.
dog
with a side of mashed potatoes.
No.
So your argument is void right there.
You'd have dog with mashed potatoes.
Yeah,
He's right.
yeah,
You get the
dog
mashed
with a
potatoes.
side of mash.
You got chicken tenders on the menu.
I've had chicken tenders. I haven't had
You
dog
got that
tenders.
steak.
What if?
dog-
Hey, just putting this out there. What if dog is delicious?
Yeah, we don't
What
know.
if? What if it's terrible though?
I think we do.
That's
Then
the
you
thing.
know.
can't be that
And you're like,
good.
I'm
It's
not
not
ordering
good.
the dog ever again.
It's not good.
I feel that way about a lot of animals. Everyone's all about like saving the pandas and stuff. I bet they're great.
Why?
No.
You would eat panda?
We talked about this
We were talking about
recently.
this the other
have a
day.
menu.
Pandas are clearly taste terrible because
There's not enough.
humans save anything that tastes amazing. Look how many fucking pigs there are.
That's true. There are a lot of pigs.
If
But
pandas tasted good, there'd be panda farms all across Iowa.
God,
That's the thing. Dog must not taste good, which is why they have to be
you don't
happy
know
all
that.
the time.
You don't know that.
They have to be happy to appease us so they get.
No.
I don't want to know that.
They
I don't want to know that
their way out
answer.
of food.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying. It's
What
like,
is it about creatures that eat other like creatures that makes them not edible? You know, like all the things we eat like
Alright, predators,
hay
just like
or
kidding.
like grass.
Look, there's dog. I guess.
All right,
What the fuck
I
is
don't
that?
know
Most
what
people
that
don't
is.
eat dog though. Dogs eat all sorts of
No,
things, but,
that's
like,
not.
They wouldn't serve
Is that dog?
They wouldn't serve
Oh,
that
I
in
don't
a
want to see
restaurant.
that, man.
That's not dog. Don't show me dog.
They wouldn't serve it that way.
I need at least a 3-star restaurant. They'll
No,
serve
that's
it.
dog meat. That's a picture from Wikipedia.
Put,
of dog
put it
meat.
down.
Yeah, well,
put
stop
it down.
it.
No, that's terrible.
That is
Actually,
pretty
I do,
horrible.
yeah.
Why would you show us that?
Yeah.
I'm
Did you
eating
show the
here.
The
audience?
thing is,
Don't
if
show
they
the
cut a
audience.
chicken in
I'm
half
not
and
drunk
served
yet.
it to me like that, I wouldn't be appetized either. But if you gave me a nice dog steak,
No. We didn't say dog steak.
Maybe dog ribs?
We said dog. Okay.
well, that's not the
Whole and all leg. Okay. That's what you get.
Yeah, but I wouldn't want that from a cow either.
No.
I wouldn't want a cow.
No.
I do now. I do.
Look, if you
I
want
want
a
a cow
dog,
leg.
you're gonna have to know what you're eating. Okay. You're gonna have
come
to.
on.
Yes, 100%.
I'll know what I'm eating because it will say it on the menu.
Dog.
Dog. And then
Yeah,
you get your choice
'cause
of
that's
like,
true.
each restaurant has like 12 breeds.
No.
Yeah,
What breed,
you got
what
like
breed
a.
would you eat first?
Okay. Cool.
Bulldog, man.
Well, I feel like
I got a lot going on.
Chihuahua would be the appetizer round, right?
No.
You gotta work your way up.
This is what
Chihuahua
you
would
had
be
as a
fried.
frog.
No.
Yeah.
It'd just be a little drumlet.
Yeah.
You gotta work your way up to like a.
I'm also talking about this while eating an undescript meat.
Okay.
I'm not really sure.
I
what
will
it
say
is.
the meat is from your wife, from your lovely wife.
Oh,
That's a birthday present to you from her.
Oh, and
Oh, I
it's our 3-year anniversary today, and I drove her to the airport at 5 a.m., and she'll be back someday later this week.
Sometime.
What an anniversary.
Yeah,
She texts you, it's dog.
it's done.
And then he's like, nice.
Nice!
I want to eat.
And I'd be like, you know
Hell
what?
yeah.
Not bad. Not my first choice, though.
scratch it off the list. Very peppery in the blossom.
Yeah,
It is heavy on the pepper in there.
they really hit you with the spice in that, as I assume you would on a dog.
Are you gonna rate it? Rate that. Rate the meat rose.
On a scale of what?
1 to
Dog.
It's a dog.
Just
Yeah.
Slim
1
Jim.
to K9.
1 to B.
All right.
On a scale of 1 to B.
On a scale of Slim Jim to Kent's jerky.
Right. I was gonna say that too. Yeah. Slim Jims are pretty good though.
Okay.
My
It's a
bad.
high up scale.
Slim Jim has that like thin plastic film.
It tastes not edible in a good way.
That's probably dog for all we know. But there's that thin.
wouldn't
You know
be
what I'm talking
surprised.
about? The thin film on the it's like the.
The meat wrapping?
You're talking about
yeah,
what
you're
yeah,
the casing
snap.
of it.
Yeah.
It's terrible.
It's pretty bad.
It's awful.
Yeah. But the actual meat inside of there is pretty tasty.
Is that why they say snap in?
Yeah, they snap into a
you
Slim
snap
Jim, like
through it.
literally break the seal. That's what that means.
Is that the worst slogan for anything?
Snap into a Slim Jim.
Snap into the plastic coating
It becomes
and enjoy our meat log. You know.
it becomes the best slogan when Randy Savage is screaming it at you.
I mean, hey, let's what
A
you
lot of
want
things are
from
good.
that.
That's like the
Randy
90s
Savage
commercials. 90s commercials were the best.
I'd throw this at a 5 or 6 if it's a scale.
You,
like
you
a,
want the
like a 10
snap
being
if you're eating
10.
a sausage. I mean, if you ate a
Yeah.
hot dog and it was just mush.
There are hot dogs like that.
Yeah, there are.
Ugh.
Do hot dogs pop when you give them a bite?
Yeah.
Sausage definitely does.
Hot dogs
Yeah.
do. Good hot dogs.
Gotta have that
Yeah.
snap on the outside. Otherwise, it's just.
But it's not
mush.
a-
I
It's
don't
not-
want like
no.
a hard snap for a hot dog though.
Well,
Yeah,
I mean, a
snap.
crunchy
That
hot
was the
dog.
mush.
some little pop.
Yeah,
A mild
pop,
snap.
yeah.
Mild snap.
Yeah.
This hot dog's got a mild snap. It should say that on the outside.
Yeah.
Branded into the
I
outside.
mean, it would be a lot worse if it was gum into a Slim Jim.
Go on in.
Gum into a
Mush
Slim
into
Jim.
a
Mush on in there.
mush into the Slim Jim.
Mush on in. That should be the new slogan.
Yeah, mush on in.
Mush on in.
Slim Jims.
That brings you-
on into a Slim Jim.
You know what that brings us back to? The dogs. Mush on into it.
Mush on
no.
into it. No. Okay, let's divert
Look.
any dog meat conversation.
If you're in Alaska running a dog team,
Yep.
one of them dies.
Mourn it.
That's-
You mourn it
waste it.
first.
What do you just? Your
That's the
first
thing,
instinct
though.
is I'm gonna.
That's a
eat it.
qualifier.
That's
a
a
qualifier where
different
it's like-
conversation than
Is
on
it?
a menu at a fancy PF Chains. You get a dog meat. No, I can't do that.
No, I mean, I agree
mean-
with you. Like what Ryan's saying, that's totally I got.
That's survival.
It's you or me.
I'm not
and you're
talking about
already
survival.
dead,
I'm
so-
talking about a Thursday.
Yeah,
Matt's
you know,
like with his dog companion. It's you or me, buddy.
Okay.
We're not in this together.
Let me modify it slightly. I mean, same situation. You're on the, running the Alaskan dog sled
trail.
Iditarod or whatever.
The snow dogs movie.
You've prepared. You've got food.
I do have food. I have meat roses
Well,
packed away
if I've got
Got a
food,
whole
and-
bouquet.
in my lager.
if I got food, then we take the dog with us in
You
case
gonna-
I don't have food
You're
later.
gonna waste it? Yeah.
Yeah, I mean.
You don't want to take it. This is
Well, no,
more
I
dead
said,
weight.
I said I'll
literally.
take. I don't care if it's dead weight. We'll go until it's a problem.
But that's so one dog dies and you just
Yeah.
immediately eat the thing.
Yeah.
You have the other dogs to go to the town.
Look,
You can still move.
You still move. The sled isn't
I don't
immobilized.
want to disillusion you here. Other dogs are probably gonna help.
Oh, the other dogs
Well-
will eat the dog.
Instantly, as soon as it drops, they don't even wait for the eyes to close. Ryan and the dogs are pouncing on that meat.
I know for a
They're
fact,
just screaming, "The alpha is dead."
if I was ever in a
Now
situation
it's time.
like I am right now, where a cat's away traveling, if I went home today and just
Saw a stray dog.
dropped dead in my house, they'll find a skeleton. My cats will eat me. I'll be
yeah.
gone the next day.
100%.
Well, that's different.
cats.
That's a cat.
Yeah.
That's a cat.
Would you eat a cat?
What?
I don't know if I can eat a cat.
I just don't think they
Same
taste
thing.
good.
I love
Yeah,
cats.
not
If
the
cat was
same
on the menu,
thing.
I might get the cat.
All right. Well, okay. How about a parrot?
A parrot?
A parrot is in the bird family. I could eat any bird.
Any
Yeah.
A
bird.
Hey,
parrot is
hang
smarter
on.
than a dog.
No.
I don't
Is it
know.
about the
That's-
intelligence
that's-
or about the
I don't
If it
know.
was
mobility?
smarter than a dog, it wouldn't end up on a menu.
It's
A
about
dog-
the bond you
A
make.
dog can feel, okay? A parrot can't feel.
It can tell you how it feels.
That's the thing.
It
It
can-
just repeats.
Ryan,
It just
Ryan.
repeats what you
Ryan.
say.
I would eat it depending on what its last words were.
If
If it's like, "Please God, don't eat me," then I'd be like, "I will honor that."
I will honor this parrot's last wishes.
If
I
it's
will honor
anything
that.
else, you're dead. I'm eating you.
Yeah.
Okay.
Parrot. Yeah, I can eat a parrot.
I'd imagine it's not good.
Oh no, probably, very
not,
stringy.
no.
They got like chicken legs in there, parrot legs. I'll go for
Yeah,
that.
I think Ryan's right. It's like stringy. Like quail. People eat quail, and that's stringy. Like, quail's got kind of a stringy meat.
All I know is that in Red Dead, when I kill a bird, I get stringy meat.
Oh.
Oh, there you go.
You gotta cut against the grain so it's not so tough.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you gotta. Well,
Eagle?
you make strips.
Is eagle off limits?
Yeah, I
America.
might call
I
it off
mean, literally,
limits.
I think it's illegal.
Look, you can eat.
Well, it depends what.
Other
No, but I mean,
kinds
I'm not
of
even
eagles.
trying to make a joke about that.
It's endangered. I mean, I wouldn't eat-
It is.
I mean,
illegal.
bald eagle. Sure, there's all kinds of
But
eagles.
there's eagles that are
Yeah.
in surplus.
Those surplus eagles,
There's
I'll
so many
take.
bird choices.
We don't have fried eagle.
Dude, you know what?
That's
That's
the
like,
most
I
American
want an
food there
ostrich
is.
leg so I can hold it like this and just have this large lump of meat over my shoulder. And I walk around.
Oh, like
man.
fry the whole
Nah.
eagle.
Yeah, man.
Like just grab the
You know,
talons
like
and
you know,
dip
like
it
when
in
you're
oil.
at the fair and you got a turkey leg, those massive things.
Just an
I want
eagle.
that with it, not an eagle. I want ostrich.
Nah, they're all feathers,
You
man.
can kill a man with that.
Under
It's like-
that's just like a little straw man.
People eat ostrich.
It's
though.
still bigger than a turkey.
no,
It
ostrich
must
is
be
good,
big.
yeah.
It must be at
People
least
do.
this big, right? You know, like a
Find a picture of
like
a
Pennywise
drumstick
balloon.
from an ostrich. You're
don't
right. It's
do
gotta
that.
exist.
They don't
find
serve
dog
It's
meat.
gotta exist.
If you can find dog meat, you better
Well, that's
find
the
me an
thing. They
ostrich
found
leg.
like dog pieces. So
There's
they
no
can
way
find
they're going to be able to
ostrich.
find that.
Ostrich and
That doesn't
emu
exist.
is like a red meat. It
What?
looks like a steak.
Yeah, it
Ostrich
does.
and emu meat.
Acts
yeah.
like a bird, tastes like a steak. I want it. It's on a stick. Oh,
They
yeah.
found it. They found it.
Ah! Yes. Oh!
Look at the knee.
And look at the leg.
Why not just take the bottom part
Yeah,
off? Why'd
exactly.
you leave that on?
Why is that
That's
still
insane.
there?
That's a camel's leg. That isn't ostrich.
It's like it.
Well, would you eat camel?
Why is she nestled in with the meat?
Oh, I love
hope
that.
it's smoked.
Stop hugging it. Yeah.
I love that the bottom leg.
Get in there, Susie. Let's take a picture.
What's the over under on that girl killing like
It's
five
like it
people?
just came off her.
Let's take a picture. Get in. Ooh.
You didn't have to. Yeah, they didn't have to leave their weird backward knee and like lower leg. And,
Backward knee.
That's like if you get like a chicken leg and there's the feet down there.
yeah,
too,
there's,
like,
I don't have a
yeah.
foot hanging off of my KFC drumstick.
Chickens have knees too.
I
Yeah,
understand
but we don't
that.
have that when
so
we
you
eat
should be
it.
saying they
You don't
didn't
eat a
the
chicken
chicken's
leg,
knee.
though. You don't eat the foot.
No, you don't eat the
Some
foot. So
people
I'm
eat
saying,
the
why do
foot.
they leave it on
You buy
that?
the foot.
I'm from Georgia. They eat the foot.
Well, people do eat. Yeah, they pickle it.
On the chicken?
Chicken
Yeah.
foot? Yeah, pickled chicken foot. I wouldn't
Pickle chicken.
eat
Seriously?
it, but it's,
Pickle chicken foot.
He's not wrong.
People eat pickled feet.
They have those in Tennessee. You just haven't looked.
I have not seen that.
People pickle chicken feet, pig's feet. They'll pickle them and eat them.
Any feet?
Yeah.
Why is fish the only thing that they serve on a menu with its head on?
I don't like that. I don't like fish with
What
the
are you
head on
talking
there
about?
still.
You can a
Yeah,
lot of
yeah.
times on menus you
I
get
saw
a fish
that.
and
I
it's
saw
stuck
that
up
at
head.
the
there like a
the
freezer?
airport.
Yeah?
Just a little fish head with the bones and like they ate the body, but they left everything else.
Yeah,
the
they
carcass.
leave. I mean,
Oh,
you don't
like in the
eat the head.
cartoons
There's
with
not a lot of
the-
great stuff in
Some
the
people
head.
eat the eyes, I guess. But,
Yeah, there are people who eat eyes. Eyes I wouldn't eat.
you know, don't really get KFC and have the chicken head there just
No.
with the bucket.
I bet you could.
Would you eat the brain?
Maybe.
Of a,
I don't
of a
think
I
you
would
could.
eat. I would eat brain.
I
Yeah.
don't think
Like-
you could at KFC.
You would eat brain?
What's
That's the thing people eat.
What's the biggest creature of like that you'd eat a brain of? Like a cow brain?
Dinosaur.
I mean,
or is
I
it
wouldn't
a
eat the whole brain. I don't need
Okay,
that
then
portion
what's
size.
the
This
smartest
right
thing?
here is how zombies happen. Okay, the moment you eat a brain, it's,
People eat
we're
brain. You
done.
can buy it in cans.
That's how you get mad cow?
What? Where?
Yeah, you can eat but cans.
Show me a brain in a
of
can.
We need a can
Show
of brain.
me a can of
You can
brain.
get brains in gravy in a can.
That's the best invention since
I don't believe it.
I'm gonna look it up on
brains.
Amazon.
I need to get more drunk.
Brains.
I don't believe that at all.
Brains. All right, this is Amazon Prime. Let's see.
I don't assume it's
Squishy
great.
brains.
Prime now.
I
Give me
want
that brain.
I want a food version.
Oh, there's a
brain.
book about brains.
Doesn't exist. I know they're looking. I can see.
Canned. Nope, not canned.
Would
I
you
mean,
eat
I
like
eat a lot of organs already.
a chimpanzee
I eat liver
lower
and hearts
intestine?
and stuff like that. So
Here we go. Let's see. Here's pork brains with milk gravy.
yeah,
Milk
Oh,
gravy.
yeah, Prime free delivery here.
there it is. There's the pork brains
that
right
couldn't
there.
sound
There you go.
Pork brains.
Pork brains.
with milk gravy.
that couldn't
only way
sound
to eat
any
it.
less appetizing.
No.
Who eats this?
See the rose over there? That's made out of brains too.
Yeah.
this.
like
Oh, that would be a way
Uh-huh.
better looking bouquet if it was made of brain.
It would smell so much
Whoa.
worse.
Third option down.
Canned bread by Brain Soup. It's a song.
The
that's
third option is
artist.
like some kind of two girls, one brain kind of situation.
Oh, it's it's a song.
pork
Got it.
brains. God.
It's what?
Oh wait, what's the second farmland?
I was looking at the canned bread.
No,
Explicit.
brain, we're not talking about brains. Are you talking about Green Day? No. That's what anyone was talking about. I know it's a song.
I said the band name. I don't remember what it was, but
That.
Brain Soup.
Yeah. Ugh. Ugh.
There's a picture of brains immediately under it, and I'm not happy about it.
Yeah, I don't know what to do with that one is.
That's not sold properly. That's like a farmer got his way onto Amazon,
Yeah.
figured out how to take a picture and put it on there and sell it.
But it has nutrition facts.
Yeah, that could be just copy
And
paste from a can of
11
baked beans.
11 people rated this thing. Let's see what they say.
There's like a 50% chance those are murder.
Are there any
victims
questions
themselves.
One star. It's brains.
Here it is. Pork brains.
Larry M.
I didn't want to order
Oh my
12 pounds of brains, but I had already eaten 2 pounds and loved every bite. They came quick and frozen in 1 pound tubes.
Tubs.
So they are in the freezer. It takes about 3 days to unthaw in the refrigerator. And you get about 4 good-sized sandwiches out of each pound.
Brain sandwich, huh?
To me,
This guy's making
worth
sense.
every cent.
I love the logic at the beginning. I didn't want 12 pounds, but I'd already eaten 2.
But I needed brains.
So I was in for a penny and for a pound.
Those
These-
brain sandwiches go quick. You pack them in your kid's lunch bag. Off to school they go.
These people are on a short
I like
list for
this
being
one.
zombies. Like
I'm
thought,
glad they're
right?
grass-fed, because I wouldn't dare buy brains in a can with milk gravy.
Listen, it's an option. You need grass-fed brains.
I have a new idea for your morning show.
All right.
Nice. It's just a show now.
Show.
This is
I have a new idea for
insane.
the show.
Yeah.
All brains.
Oh my god, here's
yeah,
my
Trevor,
god.
let's
Here
see
we go.
brains.
They're
Big.
super.
Trevor.
Brains if it's prepared right.
Will
but-
brains raisin?
Here's Mary
They're
Johnson.
already
Can
bumpy.
you raise in a brain?
Mary Johnson. We, my sisters and me, love pork brains. We grew up eating pork brains and eggs. And then the dilemma set in. You couldn't find them at your local meat market.
Yeah. No.
What do you do?
The
crap.
closest thing we could do is buy hog heads. And we only do pork tamales once a year in our family. And one hog head only provides a teeny teeny little pork brains, not even a pound.
Stupid pig.
This is a dilemma. But we would add our eggs and enjoy that as much as we could. But then we found them online. Eureka! We ordered 12 pounds as fast as we could.
How many pigs? Were the brain is that?
Eureka!
We were a little disappointed when we received the message they're out of stock and didn't want to cancel our order. That was not an option. It was not an option for them to cancel it.
We needed the
We
brain.
wanted pork brains. After a slight delay, we got our pork brains, and we are blissfully happy. We divided our 12 pounds 3 ways, and we are happy until we place our next order.
I'm so thankful that 12 was divisible by 3 because
My
we were all
God.
greedy for those brains.
By the way, 12 pounds of pork brains,
for it.
$71.
Wait, how much protein's in those brains though?
I mean, 12 pounds of meat for $71? It's not
a
bad.
serving,
meat,
a serving
brain.
size of brain is 4
That is meat.
ounces.
It's brain.
It's meat.
You get
That's
11.51
bullshit.
grams of protein per 4
That's
ounces
not,
of brain.
that's not meat, that's
I
brain.
can't believe this is the thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I did not know this.
Brains.
If brain is meat, then why am I not learning with my arms?
Look at the cholesterol.
Fine.
Oh my God.
So 4 ounces of brain has 2,458 milligrams, 2.5 grams
That's
of cholesterol
119%.
of your daily allowance.
If your arteries are gonna close up, at least make it with something like
Brains.
like butter or something really tasty, not brain.
Mary, your
brain is
cholesterol's a little
butter.
high.
Oh, it's all the
Why is that
brains.
a sponsored product under it?
It's basic.
We've gone down a weird wormhole here.
It's basic Jerry.
It's some kind of old lady
Blow up, dog.
Nursing skin.
yeah.
sex.
What?
thing.
Not
I don't
sex
know.
thing.
It's $1,300.
So it's gotta be a sex.
Wow. She's
You could buy like
so expensive.
$1,300
What is it?
You could
It's
buy
a
like
basic-
120 pounds of brain with that.
It's basic Jerry nursing skills geriatric training mannequin, and she's got old lady boobs.
Zoom in on that.
Look at her
Really?
face.
Zoom in.
Look at her
All
face.
right,
Look at her
bring
face.
it up. Bring it up.
No, I don't know if we can.
Basic Jerry
gonna
nursing
have to-
skills geriatric training mannequin.
It's a
not
training
real
mannequin. It's a
tits.
medical device.
It's
you
a
can
medical
show
device.
Those,
But what is it used for? And it has 4 people that rated
It's
it.
for fun. You got to train on how to keep
I don't
an
wanna
old lady
read these
alive.
ratings.
Yeah, you do.
Well, you're doing it now.
He's gonna go into his pork brain voice.
Here we go.
again.
Cat.
I needed pork brain.
Cat, 3 stars. I feel like they were a little judgmental with the woman's chest. Here we go.
Judgmental. With the, there.
Oh, here we go. I love this one.
Oh man.
No, read it. Read the first sentence at least.
What is this for though? I don't want to.
It's a medical training dummy.
So for like CPR.
Get it up. Come on.
and,
Where is it?
They don't know the title. Say it again.
Jerry.
GERI.
Yeah. GERI.
Nursing doll. Just say that.
by
Nursing-
NASCO.
Nursing skills
Mannequin spelled wrong.
geriatric training mannequin.
It's man-I-kin. K-I-N.
is terrifying.
Is that wrong?
Yes, it's
I don't- why
mannequin
did
has a
they-
Q in it.
They posed the mannequin so coquettishly too. It's like
This is the Rolls
It's
Royce
leaving a little to the imagination.
geriatric,
I hear
geriatric
laughing, so they
nursing
found
training
it.
doll. The Rolls Royce.
the roll top of the
They
line.
couldn't have made her chest any more realistic, even if they had attached 2 deflated footballs to her chest.
Dude,
The nipples were a nice touch on the small side.
No.
why are all
But
the reviews about
Let's
the
not
chest?
split hairs here.
There it is.
The 1,300
That
price
face
tag
is
is a bit
horrifying.
high, but I was a bit high when I ordered. If I had any complaint, it would be that the hair isn't quite blue enough. But I found if you rubbed a few blueberries in there, problem solved. Highly recommend for anyone getting
showing
into the
it, damn it.
geriatric
Oh my
nursing
God.
business. For anyone who has
How scared
some
she looks.
severely
She looks
disgusting
just as horrified as I
Read his
am.
name.
Right now.
His name was
Oh my
Cousin
God.
Clarence. I don't think he was a verified purchaser. I don't think he
But was he a
blueberries.
Prime member? That's the question.
How did that guy find that? And then he was.
It gets worse.
He had to
How
have
did
bought
we
it.
find that,
Find
dude?
it.
You scroll to the bottom and we get now we are super happy and married. Made some alterations to her. Now we are super happy and married.
No.
I love Gertrude.
Oh no.
Robert Moore, you live your best life, buddy.
You do you, man.
Oh. I
don't
gotta
know
scroll
what-
down again.
Stop it.
What's in the related?
I mean, just more. It's more of the same.
Oh my god.
Oh, the crotch comes off on
You
that
think
one. It's
people were
modular.
mistakes?
What?
You think people were a
Wait.
mistake?
Are people a mistake?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Humans, we somewhere
Yeah,
we
we
went off
should've-
the
God's
the
up there
rails.
like,
Whoops.
Like they're looking at like naked old women dolls again.
Terrible.
Oh god,
There
you're
we go.
scrolling to the side. Why?
I made them in my own image, and they're just fucking
And this is what they
jerking
did
off
with
to
it.
plastic old women.
Anyway, come on, Gertrude.
Anyway, yeah, God's got one.
That's terrifying.
He leaves a review. Cousin God.
1 star would flood again.
I rubbed some blueberries in her. Man, bouncing off of that, Trevor, can you pour me a beer?
I'll pour you a beer.
Because this episode is brought to you by New Belgium. Yeah, New Belgium, for some reason I can't decipher, has partnered up with Achievement Hunter. And we're partnered up for the long run with New Belgium. Like, there's no way out for them.
That's
They're
the last
here.
time they ever sponsor you guys.
Possibly. I mean, this might
Right
be exactly
after the
what they want.
geriatric
Stop,
nursing
no,
doll?
enough of that. But anyways, it's sponsored by New Belgium and specifically Voodoo Ranger. So Voodoo Ranger is sponsoring the Achievement Hunter bar at RTX. You don't want to miss it. You're gonna be at RTX. Thank you. So yeah, at RTX, they're taking this set and they're turning it into a Voodoo Ranger bar. You can go and just get free beer whenever. Nice. Which is pretty dang awesome. That's for everyone. You guys can all do it.
If you're old
of
enough.
age. Yeah. Make sure you got your ID on you. It's gonna be important. You can check them out on Instagram at Voodoo Ranger and see their awesome selection of beers like IPA, Imperial IPA, Juicy Haze IPA, which is this guy, and Liquid Paradise IPA. They also have an awesome new Rotator IPA called Juicifer. There you go. Which I think Juicifer is the one who it's like the devil of beer, right? That's Juicifer.
Sure.
It's got to be.
Yeah.
And that's out now. It's citrusy and a little sweet, but with a killer hazy IPA flavor. IPAs have like that hopsy flavor in them. It's really good. Voodoo Ranger is sponsoring the H-Bar at RTX. You can take pictures on the off-topic set and get free Voodoo Ranger. It will be flowing all weekend long if you're 21 and up, and much more. Check out the Achievement Hunter Twitter for your chance to win 2 Weekend Plus badges for RTX. All you have to do is post a picture of yourself with your favorite Voodoo Ranger beer and use hashtag AH Voodoo Ranger Sweepstakes. So hashtag AH Voodoo Ranger Sweepstakes. It's a lot of words, but use that hashtag. Sweepstakes details are on our Twitter. No purchase is necessary. Just need a picture of you and some Voodoo Ranger. Remember, check out at Voodoo Ranger on Instagram to see their awesome selection of beers. And yeah, so they hooked us up with the keg that we have hooked up to our Voodoo Ranger tap right there. And this one is the Juicy Haze IPA, which what?
Get in there.
You gonna drink the whole thing?
I mean, I will. But
Ziggy zaggy, ziggy zaggy. There it is.
Take a little sip.
It's your birthday. Come on.
Live a little.
Live on the wild side.
That's one of my favorite ones, the Juicy Haze. The Juicy Haze and the Liquid Paradise are my personal favorites. But they're all really good. I swallowed a lot of hair.
You've got 2 shot glasses, 2 bangs, and a giant beer in front of you.
I got this in case anyone else wanted one, and I can guarantee no one else did. Also, this is just about empty. Thanks, Voodoo Ranger. I was waiting for the thing to go away.
They're just hanging on.
They're really hanging on there.
That was the smallest glass I could find.
I don't believe that.
In my immediate... It was the smallest glass I could
There's a
find
mug right there.
behind the small mug.
Got it.
Yeah.
Dude, so we've been looking into recently, people are telling us about this because we're doing Gmod June right now. We always do like a
yeah.
theme month for our videos where there's a certain game we'll play every day of the month and we give it some dumb, shitty name that no one cares about. So
It's usually some sort of pun.
it's usually a pun, and most often it just doesn't work. I think we've gotten lazy with it. What was the last month?
What was last month? May was...
Oh, it was Worms Mayhem. That was
yeah.
pretty good.
Mayhem
that was a
wasn't
pretty
bad.
good one.
Mario
Yeah.
May is good because last year it was Mario Maker.
Yeah.
Mario
What was
Maker.
the worst one? Deceit Timber or something like that?
DC Timber wasn't great.
A bit of a stretch.
That was a bit of a stretch. What was April? Wasn't it just Apex April?
Yeah.
I mean, alliteration, cool, I guess.
Last year was Mario Maple, so it's
Oh
like-
yeah, we did
That was
Mario
so
Maple.
bad.
Yeah,
For Mario Kart, was it?
I think so.
Yeah,
I think you're right.
Mario Maple. Yeah, because we did
Mario
like,
Kart
April and
Maple.
then
we did Mario
Maker
March.
was after that.
Mario Kart March.
I remember
Mario
making
Party
a-
March. Then
Yeah.
the kart
Yeah.
was next, which was
I just
Maple.
remember making a video with Mario being like, "Oh, I need maps for Mario Maker, and I referenced like the old shit. Yeah.
So we're doing Gmod June. So we played And you said you played. Have you played some Gmod? I think you were talking about Murder the other day.
We were talking him through it. Like we were telling him
Just telling him
the
about the
game
rules.
is.
Yeah.
We played Gmod Murder the first weekend of Gmod June, which was awesome. It was one of the best episodes of Murder I think we've done in a long time. We did Prop Hunt, which was you and me desperately trying to hide as old men on a map and hoping people wouldn't find us.
Yes.
And then the episode coming out next week is Trouble in Terrorist Town, which in my opinion is possibly the funniest TTT we've ever done. It's the one in Bikini
really-
Bottom.
Oh yeah.
It's really
I
funny.
think I don't know if you weren't on the podcast last week, but yeah, I teased that has the best moment of Gmod we've ever had. I would say
the best Gmod moment?
the best Gmod moment.
I don't even know.
I'm trying to
highlight.
remember which
Yeah,
moment you're talking about. Are you talking about, did it involve...
I don't know. I don't know what it involved.
Did it involve the two of us?
Yes.
Okay. I know what moment you're
I'll
talking
let the
about.
audience-
There was a lot of great moments. One with Jeff. One
Oh,
with,
there's a lot of
there was
great
a trap
moments.
with a hook. That
Oh
was
god,
always great.
there were so many good moments, but I had to pick one in my head. You'll understand when you see it.
It's great.
As the best.
So
moment.
the thing is, recently I've been looking into, because people have been asking for it, and we addressed it at the beginning of this Trouble and Terror Stuff video. We're like, people have been asking for us to mod the game. Yogscast does this a lot. They mod the game and add a lot of different things in.
skins and all that.
And it just takes some time for us to like figure that stuff out because we're idiots. And so we're trying to figure that all out. So I was looking into it recently, and I think we got it working. But there's a mod you add that adds a lot of new roles to the game, and they totally change how it is. So Trouble in Terrorist Town that we play, I mean, everyone has guns. They're all these like soldiers, but most of them are innocent, and like 2 of them are terrorists. And the game ends, or traitors rather. The game ends when both the traitors are dead or when everyone else is dead. And like you don't know who's who. The only people who know are the traitors. They know who each other are. But this thing adds in all these new characters. Like one of them is a jester, which seems like the most game-breaking one of all because he can't hurt anybody. Like shooting does nothing. He can't hurt himself. But if he dies, he wins. So all you do is just try to get yourself killed.
Try to
Like,
be an asshole.
you try to look suspicious, and I love that. I live for shit like that.
Yep.
There's him. There's like the survivalist, which is an innocent person that can access the trader's menu and get like C4 and shit, which is great. A zombie can spawn. It has a chance to
Zombie,
spawn. Which if you
vampire.
claw people, they die and come back to life as a zombie.
Whoa.
It feels like One Night Ultimate Werewolf mixed
Yes.
with Gmod.
It also
So-
feels like we'll need to have a brief training session beforehand
No.
to
So what I
acclimate
said
any
to
of the
Ryan-
non-readers.
I said to Ryan today, the first
is all
time
of
we
us.
played Gmod Murder, I edited that video and I made a little intro at the beginning that just quickly explained like, this is what the murderer does, this is what the guy with the gun is, this is like blah, 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 and just quickly laid that all out. I would probably do that again if we did this, because there's like 10 roles.
Yeah.
And they don't spawn every time, it's just random. It's
Yeah.
like someone might be a jester this round, but you don't know. And so we would like lay that out at the beginning. It might even be worth like in the description having something that's just quick.
Yeah, I think we could do like a 30-second quick intro like Larry does with Let's Roll, our tabletop game, and then just like, or show, and then just like spill through the roles, and then whenever we do it in the future, we can say like, if you want to know more about the roles, hit up the description.
And we might need to get new skins as well. People love
Yeah.
that. Like I was watching Yogscast, and one of them is like the PC Master Race guy. One's Zoidberg. One, like they're all running around. One was Zangief.
Oh, yeah.
And they did this thing, which I don't think we can do. But I was watching one of their videos, and they have like all these extra weapons added to the game, which is a whole nother set of mods. But one of them, the trader could do it, and he would just, if he managed to get someone far enough away from anyone else, he could activate it, and you just kind of would start humping them. They would like throw them on the ground and start humping them.
no.
And if no one found them in time, the person would just die.
Oh,
And I told Ryan, and Ryan goes,
Death by
I don't think we can do that. And I was like, nope, I don't think we
I
can
can't
either.
believe they did that.
Not getting away with that. Nope.
Also, on that same trend of there's no way we can get away with
Right.
doing this, we tried this other game mode in Gmod recently that was supposed to be like murder but better. Remember that? We were like playing it recently and we were trying to figure it out. It was like the murderer had like a knife and a smoke grenade and like all this stuff.
It's
And
just a lot of options.
there was a lot of options. It was super confusing, but they were like, it's murder but better. We're like, no, it's not. But we were playing it, and at one point, I became the murderer, and I was like, cool, I'm going to see what the murderer gets and all this stuff like that. And all of a sudden, it just started playing like this Middle Eastern style music over my screen. It was like, you are the murderer. And then it was playing this like Middle Eastern style music. And at the top, it said jihad mode. And it said blow up everyone. And I was like, no, all right, we can't play this. This is horrific.
Here's the thing. Gmod's been around for a long time.
Yeah.
The world was a lot less culturally
The world was
sensitive
very
when
different
some of these
when
movies
Half-Life
made.
2 first came out and Gmod showed up. I saw that and I told
What?
Ryan, and Ryan goes, well, let's shut this down.
What used to be
I think
cheeky
you
fun
didn't
is
finish
now
the round.
like...
It was just like,
We didn't finish the
crime.
round.
done.
It was horrific. But yeah, we're hoping to get like modded Trouble in Terrorist Down film sometime soon. We were talking about doing it today, but I don't think we'll have
Everybody's
time.
been out of town.
Yeah.
They're filming 50-turn Mario Party today, so that's got.
So yeah,
Gavin
Michael and Gavin are here.
and
but they're
Lindsay.
off doing that.
Jack's out doing the musical.
Yep.
He sent me a
It's
couple of music
happening.
samples.
He's been messaging me this podcast.
Oh,
Really?
maybe that's what that
Yeah.
buzz is. I'll actually check. Hold on, here we go.
You said on the way over here that you were a professional who did
I
not get
made-
your phone out.
It became part of the subject.
Yeah.
Of the podcast.
I just gave him an out. It's okay.
Also, I wanted to do that just because I wanted to check and see if it was Jack. I'll check for Jack. Sarah, I'm sorry. I'm going to check for Sarah.
Did you remember to tell Sarah what you wanted for
I have
lunch?
no idea if I did or not.
Oh my fucking god! So my buddy,
I think we got pizza, right?
yeah, we got pizza.
I assume
Okay,
He's just
we
showing
like
up
all
after
that?
this.
Okay.
Okay, good.
My buddy,
I need it.
I just went and saw him when I went back to Massachusetts this past weekend. He, like, his wife was like due that day, like when I showed up. So I showed up and I like said hi to him. I haven't seen him in however many years. His birthday is the same day as mine is today. She had her kid today. So
Wow.
now
Oh, really?
me, him, and his son all have the same birthday.
What's the
Hey, you
date
get out
today?
one day?
Yeah.
What's the date today?
June 4th.
Okay, because my cousin and his wife were born on the 3rd and 4th. And then they just had their daughter, congratulations, like on the 2nd or the 1st or something like that. So like they have a kid who's like one day, and then my cousin's the next day, and his wife is the next day, like right in these 3 days. And then Matt, you're 2 days after this,
Yeah.
right? And you're today. And then Adam Ellis was...
I guess it's the 7th.
It's the
Matt says
7th,
it's the
yeah.
7th.
I thought- okay.
I thought
It
it was the day between as
All
well.
it
guess,
was,
yeah.
I just remember thinking, like, when I first met Adam Ellis and we talked about, like, our birthdays and all that shit, it was like, I'm a day older than you, but at that time, it's
You're
like,
a
you
day-
looked so much
You're a day
different
and a year
compared-
older than me, though, aren't you?
Yeah, I'm a day and a year old.
Yeah.
No,
a day minus...
What are
I'm
you
like
turning?
a little less. I'm 29.
Yeah, so you're a day
year
and
minus-
you're 2 days and a year older than me.
Look, Matt's had
No,
like
I'm
6
less.
fingers of rum. He
It's a
can't-
year minus 2 days.
A year
Yeah, a year
minus,
minus
2
2
days.
days,
Okay,
yes.
got it.
Matt, explain to the good people how you were trying to measure a finger of alcohol.
Oh,
before you
right.
He
started.
said I had like
Oh, you
3
drank a
fingers
lot
of
of that,
alcohol.
Matt.
And I just put my fingers like, that's not 3 fingers. You're crazy.
Put your hand where the
Straight
camera
down
can
like
see.
that.
So he poured quite a bit of the pirate
It
rum.
was that much. It was
Actually,
that
it was
much.
about this
And I
much
was
of
like,
alcohol.
you poured 3 fingers of rum. And he goes, I didn't pour 3 fingers. And he just like measures it downward against the glass. I'm like, well, okay.
But what weird to me,
Humor, Trevor.
when we started
That's why I
working
liked
here,
it. It was funny. That's why we're saying it.
Matt and I were having that conversation, like of, you know, oh, you're less than a year older than me. We're so close to the birthday. Adam is like my age, isn't he? Is Adam younger than you, or is he?
He is a day younger than me.
Yeah, and
And
like
that's what's
Adam
weird.
always struck me as older than
Exactly.
that. Like I always thought Adam Ellis. If you saw Adam Ellis, it's like me but more. Like he's got this big beard.
Yeah.
Like he's just and he's huge. He's
tall.
an
Very
Adonis of a human being. But yeah, I was like shocked to learn that he was like my age.
Well, since he was 17, he was like 30.
Yeah.
And he's in a
1
good,
year he just went.
in a good way. Like he's
Yeah.
stayed 30, and in my eyes, he'll always be that perfect
He'll
30,
always be
right? He's
30.
frozen in time because he's got this
Perfect
huge beard.
30.
Yeah.
And he's like, I
30.
don't know. And he's
Rest
like,
of his life.
and he's working out right now, and he's like,
He looks
he's
better than
yoked,
that right
He's
now.
looking great, man. Like he's got it going on.
That almost inspires me to do something.
Almost
Almost.
inspires.
Almost. Yeah.
You won't.
Yeah.
I won't.
I want Matt to get in front of like Ripto and like have him like a world class
Ripto,
strength training.
Ripto's pretty short.
He's a trainer, all right, and he's a
He's also
bodybuilder
the main
trainer.
villain in Spyro
Yeah,
2.
that's exactly.
I want him to train Matt to be the greatest human being. I want
kind
you to
of-
be the
I want
pinnacle
Buff Matt.
of
I've talked about
athleticism.
Buff Bragg
you
a
have,
lot.
You have. I kind of want that to happen just to see when he gives up.
When you
Who
can
will
break
break
it.
When
first?
he's like,
You are untrainable.
this is it. I can't.
Matt,
I tried. There's
If-
nothing I can do.
we got there's the Achievement Hunter gym kind of over there.
Yeah.
If we posted something on the board, it was like, all right, every day you come in and you do this, this, and this. Would you do it?
Yeah, I mean, every once in a while I get my pump on.
No, not every once in a while. Like,
I do.
Picks up the 10 pounds.
Every now and again, you come in,
I'm sorry.
you pick up the weights.
Have you been here for a few days?
I haven't.
Then shut your fucking mouth.
All
I
right.
have.
I've been here for a few days.
Right. I've been here.
Attest to it. He has not touched the weights.
He'll pick up the weights every now and again, and I watch him lift them, and then I can see in his brain him go, "That's not for me."
It happens every time.
Yeah.
Like, I still do it every once in a while because I forget it's not for me.
Yeah.
But
But if we put something on the board, what if it's like, and there's a donut hanging there, and you get to eat the donut when you did the workout?
That would undo it.
Yeah, that would undo everything you
I
just
don't
did.
care about
it's-
that.
look,
It's a net equal. That's
Do they have
fine.
protein
He
donuts?
just wants to stay
Maintain.
even.
They must.
Not a net
maintain.
equal.
That's my life motto. I just want to be even. All right.
Yeah.
If I work out,
Perfectly
I gotta,
balanced.
I gotta balance it back out.
As
You have
all
to
things
jog
should
for
be.
like at least 20 minutes to work off a donut.
Well, look, those are very different things, though. You're talking about jogging and eating the donuts. That's just cutting down on your calories.
That's calories.
That has nothing to do
We're
with
trying to
building
get
muscle.
buff, Brad.
Matt is on the bulk phase right now.
Yeah.
That's what we
I'm
need him
getting
to
the
be.
calories.
We just want to tack on mass.
You got to turn that
We got
mass
to turn
into
that mass
muscle.
around.
I mean, I tell you, I think I might actually experiment with this. I think after like 30 curls, you make the achievement pop noise, and then see if I still want to do it tomorrow.
30.
Like if you get an achievement every
Yeah, like
time.
if I get an achievement or something like
I like that.
30 curls is a weird number.
That's an odd.
Only 30 curls?
We'll do 3 by
Just
5.
start- Are you
both
doing
sides.
sets? Like
What do
3
you mean?
sets of 10 curls sounds better than 30 curls.
Is that the same
It's got to be a full
mean-
workout.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm
yeah,
fine
you
with
gotta
that.
eat
Whatever.
it.
An hour?
Well, I don't have an hour. I'm working.
We got to
I mean, if you can
Gotta
make my,
devote an
my
hour.
hour be that, that's
got to
fine.
devote an hour.
Okay.
You can work and work out.
Matt, I don't think anyone in the office would go screaming if you were spending an hour working out instead of working in the office. I really don't think
We have
anyone
a
would.
Nest
I'm sure
camera.
We would
it'd
just
be a
want to be
video.
here. We would just be watching it.
It'll be content.
That would be
That'd
the
be a
whole
Let's
hour
Play.
for everybody. I don't
Yeah.
want to
A
ruin your
Let's Play?
productivity.
Let's watch.
Yeah.
Let's watch Matt works out.
It'd be a let's judge. Let's be
Let's
honest.
Yeah, I know.
Let's critique.
It'd be edited down to just me being like, "Why are you laughing at me?"
But if
Why
you did
stop
that,
it?
if you did that every work day, well, you don't have to vary it. You do arm days, chest days, working. If you did that every day for a month, you'd be a significantly different human than you are right now.
I would think so.
Would I be more energetic?
Yes.
I better not risk it then.
not
I'm
risk
happy with the
that.
amount of energy.
Why is
I
that not a
have.
selling point?
I don't need more energy. I feel like
Yes, you
I'm
do.
leveled out.
feel like that's-
He's even.
Tone.
He's
I feel
even.
like
He's
half
got to
of
stay
what you
even.
say is like, oh, I stayed up too late and I didn't get enough sleep. And
That is accurate. I did stay up till like 3 o'clock last night.
That's
too,
every
so-
night, Matt.
Yeah, I know.
That's
Well,
not like-
hey. The other day it was 4.
Oh, that's fair. That's fair.
It's got to stay even, man.
Yeah.
I want to keep my energy levels nice and low.
You know what they say?
You
keep
couldn't
your
handle
routine.
me with high energy.
I'd like to see you one day.
Oh, yeah.
What would an alert,
High energy.
like high energy Matt Bragg look like?
Chug this. Chug
Why?
this bang.
No,
Why?
he's
That-
drunk.
No, it's just going to even them back out.
I'm also,
Like him?
I'm also
Yeah.
immune
No,
to
fuck, I
caffeine
bought
at this
this.
point.
I'll pay you.
I
pay
drank
you
too
if you
much in
drink
high
it.
school.
How much caffeine do you drink a day?
A day? I used to drink like 2 or 3 Mountain Dews and a Coke here and there, but
But that's it? That's not
there
that
was
bad.
like an
nothing.
energy drink in there too.
I mean, 2 of these is deadly.
Yeah, one of those is way more
And
caffeine
you drink
than
2 of
what you
these?
just
The
described.
Bays?
Didn't you
Yeah.
drink 2 for yourself?
Well, yeah, these are for Jeremy. And then I
There
get
you
home
go.
and have Red Bull.
How much do you drink?
That's
How
why
much
you're
of these
so
do you drink?
What's that?
How much of the red energy drinks you drink?
You don't work out when you have these, right? You're not gonna flatline yourself on while you're bench pressing, right?
What? I might. I mean, I drink them every day and I work out some days. I work out every other day.
As long as you're not doing cardio, which I know you are, because that's all you're doing right now.
Correct.
Aw, man.
It's not all
Come
I'm
on.
doing. I do
Well, what's the
cardio every
problem?
other day and I do weights on the off days.
I've heard too many like horror stories when I was going through high school and like college, like people like getting all hopped up on Monster and then they go out for football practice and they get tackled dead.
Oh, well,
Yeah,
I mean,
'cause
we
they've
used to go
never
to
heard this
gymnastic
story.
meets.
Yeah, their
Yeah, I've
heart's
never
like
heard
pop.
anybody get tackled dead.
You
They're
know
not
what?
tackled dead, but their heart stops.
But yeah, their
because
heart
the
does a lot
caffeine's-
with your heart.
Yeah, I mean, we'd be going to
You get
gymnastic
murmurs and
meets
stuff?
and I'd pop open a Monster and dump a 5-hour energy in.
You're a freak.
What?
What?
Yeah,
No,
and
don't
you're
do
all
that.
hopped up for the meet. You're like,
No,
yeah.
no,
There was
that's not good.
Here's
There
the other
was
thing
a-
that might allow you to do though. There was a guy that was running in California, got attacked by a mountain lion, choked it
He
out.
killed it.
Yeah,
killed
he
it.
did.
He killed it.
He
You
killed that mountain.
gotta have energy to do that.
Are you saying this
yeah.
because of Bang?
I'm saying I don't know what he was on, but I
that a
bet he had a
paid
lot of
commercial?
caffeine.
That
That's a
dude was probably
If
running
I'm
on
drinking
cocaine.
enough of these,
Kill a
I can
mountain lion.
choke out a mountain lion. I'm all about it.
I
I'll
remember,
sleeper hole a mountain lion.
I remember, like, not long after I first met you, I was like, how does he got that much energy? I don't get it. But now I know. It's all
He's got Bang.
He doesn't sleep. He just bangs.
Are you,
I
guys,
honestly
are you guys?
don't- I don't
Are you
sleep.
sponsored by Bang?
No, I wish.
Jeremy Dooley,
that's-
the
Yeah,
mayor,
Bang
brought
money.
to you by Bang.
That's what bothers me. I feel like you and I, our sleeping schedules are fairly similar. where
They
it's
are,
like,
yeah. I don't sleep till
much.
like 1 or 2 at night, yeah.
Yeah, but I don't have the same burst of energy that you do all the time.
Yeah.
Because he drinks Bang.
Yeah, he's
I'm
drinking
drinking
uppers, you're drinking
alcohol.
downers.
That's actually very
That's
true.
the opposite. He's
I mean, in fairness, I drink a lot of
Jeremy,
downers
though,
as well.
you are in perfect balance. You know, as all things
Find a
should
harmony.
be.
Yeah.
You drink way too much caffeine, perhaps, and then you balance it out with the
With
a
alcohol.
nice tall beer, a juicy haze, to wash it down, and then you become normalized.
And I'm just like, I'm just a human.
Yep.
Yeah, that's it.
I don't do anything and stay at that level.
Right.
You kind of go.
What I did
and then
is
you
I
come back.
threw it out of whack
Yeah.
and had to correct it.
Yeah.
But I mean,
You send the needle way one way and then way back.
it works. I get stuff done.
That's
Most people, it's like my body's a temple. My body's a yo-yo.
My body's a yo-yo.
Yo-yos are cool. They go around the world.
Have
They do a lot
you?
of
So
different
you drink a
tricks.
full 5-hour energy once,
I used to drink 5-hour energies all the time. Yeah, I
like
don't
in
do
one dose, like the whole thing.
Yeah.
Do you not drink?
Is that
You're
what
not
that's
supposed to do that.
What are you talking about?
I-
You're right, though.
No,
Yeah,
no,
it's
no.
It says 2
You're supposed to
servings
take
or
like a little
something on there,
sip, like
You
little,
water it
like a
down
little.
or, like.
Oh,
Just
is
on
that?
the
I
tongue.
just take them like shots. Is that not what you're supposed to do?
No, that's awful.
I did that one time.
I didn't know that either.
I did that
didn't
once, and
know.
I was up for like 4 days.
I drank one of those once because I was
They
like,
don't
I was really
advertise
tired. I had
this
shit to
4
do. Drank it and went to sleep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think the one time I had it, was on a
that
long
shit doesn't
drive.
affect me.
It was like a 13-hour drive, and I was like, I don't want to get tired at the wheel. It's
Oh,
dangerous.
driving's a big one.
And so I took
Yeah.
a 5-hour, and I was like, this is the first time I've ever had this bloop. And then, like, maybe it was just the road hypnosis, but, like, after an hour and a half, I didn't really feel much different.
Yeah.
Kind of waited.
I've said before, the only time that I've had adverse side effects to this is when I went to when I was in high school. The guy at the gas station across from the high school knew who I was because I'd go in every day and get 2 monsters, and
You don't want to be a regular.
That's- yeah,
at
you don't
the-
wanna be
I was
regular
a
for that.
total,
I'm starting to worry about you, man.
I was a total regular. Well, they used to
That
have
was past
monsters. I don't know
him.
if they
Worry
sell
about
them
it in the
anymore, but they used to have monsters called BFCs, which
Yes.
big fucking can.
Yeah.
It was like that big.
Yeah, it had the
My
like
God.
full-on screw cap.
No. This one didn't have the screw cap.
Really?
It had the pop top, and it was the biggest. It was legally allowed to be because with the pop
does not
top, it
sound good.
insinuates you need to drink it all in one go.
No, it's okay. It's legal. It's
Well,
the legal max,
because
but
that's
it's
the thing.
legal.
That's the thing. When they have a pop top, there's a maximum size it can be for something like an energy drink because it's insinuating that you need to drink it all
Yeah,
in
you
one
can't
thing.
seal
You
it.
can't
Yeah.
reseal it. When you have a screw cap, it can be bigger because they're
Okay.
insinuating you can like not. drink
Those were
whole
the
thing.
cans I was
When
familiar
you
with.
when you take it to the line like that, it's like creepy people looking up the age of consent by state.
It
all
really
right?
is. No, it really is.
Something's fucked
so they
up
had
in
the
your
BFC.
life.
The drink version.
And they had a BFC called Heavy Metal PFC, which I
Mm-hmm.
could only get from a 7-Eleven in Billerica, Massachusetts.
Yep.
But they were great. They were green cans, and they had the silhouettes of people going.
Oh my God.
There's the BFC
Yeah,
on the
that's
right.
it.
Yeah, that's a BFC on the right
Yeah.
there.
You would drink that thing?
Well, so a regular monster
said
is this.
two.
Is
That's
the
a keg. That's
the second one to the left. That's a regular monster. That's one of these.
Yeah,
The second one
yeah.
to the left is this.
So the BFG, Big
BFC.
Friendly Giant, is going to be like half of that.
it's like like half of this. So this is that second one to the left there.
You would do the BFG?
Oh yeah, all the time.
The BFC is it BFC or
BFC because it's
See,
a
I-
big fucking can.
I went off the Big Friendly Giant. That was my mistake.
And like on the side, they were like, "You know what it stands for." It said that, but like the heavy metal one was all green and it had silhouettes of people like.
yeah, I remember that.
And it was like kind of lime
This is
flavored.
why
It was
that
good.
lady got all pissed off and said
I
that
used-
monster was the sign of the devil or whatever.
I mean,
Oh
it is.
yeah, because
Man, I used to
if you
do-
put
I used to
cans
do
together,
energy
it's a
drinks.
666.
You don't do them
on it.
anymore.
Had like heart palpitations.
Yeah.
Well,
that's-
so that's the thing.
That's
I had to like I used to do Red Bulls all the time in Monster. And I remember I was driving down the road one day and like my heart starts going like crazy, like,
Yeah.
fast, and I'm like, holy, what
Like,
the
this
heck
is
is
bad,
happening? And
yeah.
I turn off on the side of the road and I'm just like, I let it like pass, and I'm like, I'm never drinking another energy drink again.
See, I had that
Yeah.
moment, but I didn't make the same
I
decision.
miss that feeling.
Because it's they're cold. So you just drink it faster. than a
Right? Yeah,
coffee.
it's like you can chug it.
Yeah.
You know, and like so one of the main ingredients in Monster and also in Red Bull is taurine.
Yeah.
Right? They have this taurine,
And dog.
whatever it is.
That's
Right.
why he loves it.
That's why it's like,
No.
and taurine it's something to do with like bulls or something.
I
That's
never-
why it's called
yeah.
Red Bull.
Yeah.
And like Tauros, taurine, like,
Yeah.
it makes sense. But like, I
If it turned out to be just like an extract of bull testicle,
I
you'd
do
still
wanna-
be fine
I
with
wanna
it.
look it
fuck
up.
people eat those.
They do.
That's true.
They do.
Right? Rocky Mountain oysters. I'd eat
Sure
that.
do.
So
Taurine.
anyways, I go to this gas station and I walk in. The guy knows I'm getting 2 monsters. So I get the monsters, and high school I was like an asshole. Like I would show up in a beater. I had my chain on and I had a backwards hat, and that was
Yeah.
it in high school.
And you
that's
got
how-
2 monsters?
And no
and
pants.
2 monsters.
That's a visual.
That's a visual. Me in a black beater with a Celtic cross
Yep.
chain.
And they said, "Here
Yeah.
comes our target demo."
and like the backwards black hat, like Element
Yeah,
hat,
right.
Right.
Hey, I have
Yeah.
element hat.
Yeah, and so that was me. That's how I'd show up.
So-
and I go to the gas station, and the guy's like telling me the monsters, and he goes, "Oh, hey, just so you know, like I know that you get this energy stuff, like you always get the energy drinks. We just got in a new thing that they've started doing, and it's Snickers has started doing a bar called Snickers Charged,
Oh no.
and it's a
Hey,
Snickers
I
bar with
remember-
taurine
I
in it."
remember
No.
It's a
those,
Snickers
yeah.
bar infused with taurine, and they were selling it for a while. Snickers
No.
Charged, and
Very
I'm like, deal, I'm in. Like,
He offered that to you like a dealer.
yeah, it was like a drug deal.
Deal.
They-
I'm
like,
in.
The first one's free.
I was like, he gave it to me free.
No, he did not.
Did he make it
did.
himself?
He did. No, he just was
He's
like,
like, I injected
he's like,
this
you know what?
in
You come here every day. I'll throw this. I was
I
like,
I
cool.
like the idea of him going out
Snickers
back, like
charged.
heating up the wrapper and
Yep.
just like pouring
Yeah.
some taurine
So that
and
way he can
sealing it
seal
back
it
up.
So I go to school. I drink my first energy drink. I'm carrying the other one around with me, and then I get to like chemistry class or whatever, and like drink the second one, and I eat the Snickers bar, and then I'm sitting in chemistry class, and I feel my heart starting to go, and like
Starting to go.
I'm like getting like dizzy, like
Yeah.
it's getting like really like time slowing down, and I was like, oh, this is I've
is
fucked
it.
up.
This
This is it. And, like, my heart's gonna give out. So I'm like, can I go to the bathroom? And she's like, yeah, it's fine. So I get up and I just start walking the hallway up and down this hall because we had this like long hallway in our school.
That's like
and I
the
was-
worst thing you want to do. You just want to
Yeah.
like calm down. You're
well,
like,
yeah, well, I mean, I wasn't like running or anything. I was just
Yeah.
like slowly
Oh, so
walking
like-
up
like,
and down
yeah,
the
yeah, yeah,
hallway,
yeah.
like trying to, and like, I'm thinking to myself, like, do I go to the nurse? Do I do like am I about to pass out in this hallway and the bell's gonna ring and Jeremy's lying in the middle of the floor or whatever? And I was just fucking out of it, dude. And I think that scared me off of energy drinks for like a week.
that scared you off to Snickers charge.
And then I didn't do Snickers charge
didn't-
anymore.
You're doing 2 of them.
I didn't do
Oh, there it
Snickers.
is.
There it is.
I've
Silver
never-
wrapper and everything.
I've never
See,
seen
caffeine,
that.
taurine.
If I saw
B
that,
vitamins.
I would never pick that up at a store.
Can you
Even if somebody gave that
or
for
are they gone?
the moment you put a rhino on a candy bar, I'm not eating it.
Dude,
That's too far.
That's
I
the
mean,
thing.
it
You don't
tasted
see
like a
many
Snickers.
rhinos.
I mean, it was good.
It's like anytime there's an energy drink, they put the most aggressive things they can put on there.
They do.
like a
you-
raptor,
You
know,
read
or
this thing
a
on the side.
T-Rex.
That's like this
An
really
ape.
like bang.
They're all things that are extinct
Monsters
today.
way worse. Monsters
Yeah.
like monster.
Monster's a monster. Like,
This is for bikers, but also nerds. It says something like that on the side. It's like crazy, and like it just makes no sense.
They're all very heavily inspired by that drink from Idiocracy, right?
Probably,
that
I think
Gatorade
so.
stuff?
what was that
Probably, yeah.
is it possible that you have like the opposite? Like your body is affected opposite by
Yes.
shit like that?
Yes.
Okay, because like I know like there's Dayquil and Nyquil.
Right.
I take Nyquil. I'm awake for hours. Like I can't sleep after that.
Well, they took all the good shit out of NyQuil, so now it's
okay,
Yeah.
well, that
just
could be
basically
it.
Tylenol.
I was
Right.
told it was supposed to make you drowsy and you go to sleep. or
Doesn't
whatever.
Z-Quil do that now?
They put like
Yes, like
you get
your
like a
dreams
little
suck
tiny bit of it's basically the same active ingredient that's in
Cough
Benadryl.
medicine? Yeah.
That's the same. Benadryl is the same thing they have in those sleep pills that you can get
Yeah.
for the plane. It's the
Yeah,
same
see,
thing.
I've taken the sleep pills and I don't fall asleep. I stay awake.
yeah, me either.
I'm that for forever.
I need to.
Whereas I'll
figure out stuff like that.
How
I'll
to
drink
sleep?
a bunch of
I
caffeine
need
and
to-
shit.
Are you saying
I'm
you
fine.
need to figure out a medically induced way to sleep?
No, like so
I
at
agree.
home I'm.
Step one.
No, I know. At home I'm fine. Like eventually my body will get to the point where it's like you're not gonna be awake anymore, and I go all right, and then I go to sleep. on planes is the main thing for me. Like I just sleep like shit I used to be great at it. I used to be great at like just passing out, but now I like contort myself all weird in the chair. And my mouth is always open.
Yep.
My cat looks at me and it's just like, and I do the thing now, and I did it all the way home from the wedding I just went to, where the head goes down and you do the pop up. I did that the whole flight.
It's the worst.
It's awful.
worst.
Like it's so miserable, and I'm like trying to wedge myself into the window
One of those
and
neck
like.
pillows.
I mean, usually
The
if
neck
you're
pillow doesn't do it because I like it's just like I get this thing around my neck and my head like sucks in. And I'm like, it's not comfortable in any way.
I agree with you. Could you make an airline that instead of seats, it has beds?
No.
They have
Well,
those.
it's like
business
class,
class.
business,
Yeah.
Well, yeah, I know, like first class is essentially that, but like,
yeah, it's usually you usually look like
I mean
you're
for everyone.
No,
you
it's
sleep on a
we're all
plane,
equal.
people, Matt.
We're all equal on this plane. We can
Yeah, it'd be
nap.
very expensive.
Well,
when
I'm
you
fine
sleep
with that.
when you sleep on a plane, it usually looks like you're in a sarcophagus. You know,
Yeah.
Just
everybody that I've seen, they're just kind of like distorted, petrified people.
Yeah.
You know, because there's no room. They have no room to,
Yeah.
to do anything.
Oh, it's
So
terrible.
it's the worst. And the neck pillow, I have yet to find a good neck pillow.
Yeah.
That just feels the crease back here, right?
Yeah.
Comfortably. Like I have one that's like a hard one, but every soft one's terrible because you just squish back.
And there's no difference.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's got to be. Somebody needs to do that. And I feel like we're
To
year
revolutionize.
2019.
What's that invention that like it's like it has holes on the side and the top and and it's
A
like
diving
fin that's
helmet.
over your head and it looks like one of those stress buddies that the eyes pop out, but it's on your head. Like what is that? Is that
No
what that's
idea what
supposed to
you're
be?
yeah, I have no idea.
Do
what
we
you're talking
have
about.
to do that to be
Is that
we
the
have to
point?
slightly comfortable on a plane?
All right, here's the option. So I'm sure they could make something that would be perfect for the situation. The question is, how ridiculous are you okay looking on a plane?
That's a good
Here's.
point.
I
I
don't
already look
care.
ridiculous.
Right.
Like,
There
there
it
it is.
You put that thing
What
on?
on earth?
What is that?
That's the guys from Bioshock Infinite. That's the exact people.
Yes.
He's gonna walk up and honk a horn in your face.
What is that? What's that on the side? Is that like handhold?
That's if you want to put your hands in your
You can
head.
put your hands in it.
no,
I don't
like that.
know why.
Scratch your head.
I don't know why. Oh, maybe your neighbors, if they get uncomfortable, they took their
Join
heads
you.
in
They
there.
go, "Are you alive?"
Someone needs to talk to you.
I always said if they just take 2 rows out of a plane
Uh-huh.
and move every aisle just to give it a little bit of room, you might actually have enough room to be a human.
I mean,
That's-
when I
yeah,
was
maybe.
younger, that's what it was. And then they were like, well, hey, we can make $6 more.
That's what I'm
if we
saying.
add
They've gone
those
further
two.
with that.
That's
The
14.
prototype.
Yeah, the
More
prototype
seats.
where it's like they put you up in like some like shitty roller coaster seat.
Oh,
and
I've
back
seen
you
that.
up a little bit. And
If
it's like,
that
okay.
happens, I'm never
Have you
flying
seen
plane
that?
again.
What? I thought that was
What?
a joke.
No, it's like
It
some
was a
some
legitimate
airline.
prototype.
I forget what country,
I have no
but they're
idea.
working
Where
on
they're
like some
crammed
airline.
in.
They're like deleting more space, and by doing that, they're like you're not sitting so much as like standing with a thing to lean on,
It's
kind of.
The Superman Six Flags ride. That's what it
It's
is.
exactly like
essentially
that.
But less fun.
Eventually, it's going to be like the
That's just
subway.
fun.
It'll be the subway, and it'll just have a pole going down the middle, and everyone holds on, and then they take off. And
Or
they cram
will-
it full.
It will just be like the Superman ride. There'll just be no bottom of the plane.
I mean, that would at least be
Gotta save
entertaining.
weight.
We'll be like, ooh, look at me, I'm flying for 8 hours.
Well, like I'm trying to convince my parents still to go to Australia because I love Australia, and I'm like, you guys gotta go. But I gotta convince them to go on a 17-hour flight, and that's not easy. Like because they're like me, where I just don't sleep well. At least like on the international flights, you can usually lean back a bit further. But like, unfortunately, every time I'm on those international flights, you know, it's like nighttime hits. It's the time you're supposed to, you like plan out when you should sleep so you can help adjust yourself to the new time you're going to. And like, that's when you go to sleep. The flights I'm on, it's like 2 in the afternoon or something. Nice and bright outside. We're not even
Yep.
close to when we should be sleeping. And the person in front of me leans all the way back. And I've had like the laptop open. And it's like, it like crushes it down. Because the TV comes to here. So you just like tilt it up and watch it while the person's like sleeping in front of you.
On your lap.
And then they just pump you full of food.
Yep.
I'm like, the flight to Australia, they're just like, you want
It's
a meat
another
pie?
mealtime.
Like, you want a meat pie? I'm like,
Meat pie?
yeah. I'm like,
Oh, yeah,
that's
well,
like,
I like
sure.
the midnight popsicle that usually comes
Yeah, they're
out.
like, you want this mango popsicle? I don't know. We found them at like a Sev, you know, here.
They're not
you just
bad.
like take them in, you
They're
like do
shockingly
that.
not
They
bad.
come by like, ooh, yogurt.
The worst though is when people bring food onto the plane. I sat next to somebody who had hot wings, which are like the most finger demanding food.
Right.
And you bring that on a plane, open it up, and the thing is like, I love hot wings, except when I don't want or I'm not eating hot wings.
I don't-
I don't want to smell
No, I get
hot
that.
wings. You
Yeah,
know,
for sure.
It's like once I'm in it, I'm like, hey, hot wings, hell yeah, let's do it. But if somebody else is eating it next to me, and that comes over to me, it's now the most disgusting food I've ever smelled in my life.
I was that guy on a flight one time, and it was with
hot wings
It
guy?
was,
That's-
with these two. Oh, there it is.
That's the prototype.
Yeah,
that's right
that
there.
can't be real.
You don't want it to be real, Trevor,
That
but nightmares
can't be.
exist.
That's like get on this plane.
it.
You didn't
And
bring a
they're right
bag.
there.
You brought the clothes
Half
on your
the
back.
people in America cannot shimmy into that inner seat.
Yeah.
That's a great point.
Yeah, they just can't do it. You
I
know,
just-
I,
telling you.
I feel like that's a prank.
I
or
feel like
something.
they were
That's
like,
not
all right,
real.
we need to cut some costs. You, world-renowned torture designer, what can we do?
I appreciate your Iron Maiden design. Yes, as always.
Well done.
I was
Torture these people
absolutely-
for 4 to 8 hours.
I was absolutely the hot wing guy on a plane. I was with these two. We were going to New Orleans. We were on the flight home, and we were in the airport. And I saw this restaurant in the airport that served alligator sausage. Remember this?
Oh God, yes.
And I was like, I haven't had alligator before. I'm gonna get this alligator. I was determined.
You said you want to eat alligator.
It's
I was,
just like
I was
dogs.
determined,
Yeah,
in much in the line of I want to
Yeah.
eat dog and panda.
Yeah.
I was like, I'm gonna eat an alligator. So I see this place, alligator sausage, sweet, and like I'm ordering it, and it just takes forever. Like they're real lax. They don't give a shit. They just like are doing it.
They had to go find
waited-
the alligator.
They had to go find it. It was like it took forever.
You waited in line for like 15 minutes with one person in front of you.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it was,
it
just,
took
just this
forever, yeah.
long process. So finally I get this sausage, but I have to get on the plane. Like the plane's boarded, and I've got this fucking alligator sausage. So I get on the plane, and I get into my seat, and I sit down, and I have this thing, and I open it, and the smell that came off of it was like the most intense smell I've ever. Like, I couldn't believe it, and I like close it, and I just look around at people, and I'm like, I'm gonna evacuate the plane.
No,
with
they
this
know.
fucking
The
sausage.
moment everybody in the radius of that plane,
They know
even the
what's
people
like,
outside doing the, look, somebody
couldn't
has the
believe
alligator sausage in there.
I couldn't
Go on,
believe the
taxi.
smell of it. So, and I felt so bad. I was like, I don't want to be this guy. I don't want to be the hot wings guy.
You're the guy. The moment you
I
did
was
it,
the hot wings
you
guy
did that.
as soon as
You're
I
that
opened
guy.
it. And so I closed it back up, and I'm like, I can't eat this. I can't do this on the
Too
plane.
late.
It's
You
too
released
late.
it.
I'm gonna gasp.
The
No,
seal
it
is
was
broken.
It
Yeah.
wasn't too late.
It was
closed
way too late.
I closed it back up, right? And like, I was hoping the smell would dissipate.
making it
and
worse.
and it did. And I shoved it in my bag and zipped it up, and I didn't eat it.
Did you forget about it in your
really
bag
not
like
eat
that
it?
cake?
No, the cake was a whole thing. But I left, and I got off the plane, and I just had this old sausage.
You didn't even eat it? You didn't
No,
even
I
take
didn't
a
eat
bite?
it.
You didn't eat.
No.
We gotta go back.
You
to
threw it
Orleans.
away.
You burdened
I've
our
had alligator
nostrils?
since.
Okay. Oh, well,
You
in that
burdened our
case.
nostrils and didn't even partake in the
I
the
burned
goods?
them with a single whiff. Once the whiff was out there,
A
I shoved it
gator
in the bag.
died for that
My
steak.
clothes smelled of alligator sausage.
Here's the thing.
Gator.
You ate a
You and
gator.
everyone else.
Chances are that gator ate a dog. You've secondhand eaten
Yeah,
a dog.
I've eaten gator. I went back in Louisiana. I ate gator when we went back for a haunter.
Oh yeah.
We had I got a gator po' boy at one of the places we went for lunch.
Ooh, nice.
How was
That was the day. The day I got the gator po' boy was the same day I stuck my hand in the rotten cake.
Oh. So he left a cake in his bag a long time ago. I don't know how he did it.
I almost forgot my wedding ring in a hotel room in Louisiana. The reason being, I got home or back to the hotel room, like from a ghost hunt. You know, we've talked about the hunter show that we do. So we were at a ghost hunt, and it was the night after the hunt. I got back to my room, and what are you yelling about? Travel pass. I'm in the U.S. The fuck? I got back to my hotel room, and I went to my backpack and I went to get something out of it. Opened the front pocket and stuck my hand in, and just felt like I just felt my hand go into something. And I'm like, what the hell is in my backpack? And I forgot that like the last time I took my backpack was back to Massachusetts, like months before. And I was at my grandmother's house, and she had some cake, and she's like, honey, take the cake.
Grandma's gonna make you pack a,
Right,
a
she's
slice of cake.
She's like, take a slice of cake. You can have it on the plane.
Why did grandmas
Wait,
always shove
So you
cakes
put a
on
bare
you?
piece of cake?
No, it was in
In
a
your
bag, but the
pocket?
bag had opened. Like the bag had because the cake fermented so much that the bag had expanded and opened.
Hold up.
Yeah,
Did you pack this bag before you left?
yeah, but I didn't open this front pocket, and I was looking for like my razor or
Sorry,
something.
I
which
just assumed that it was like, oh, this cake is in the bag. I'm gonna
no,
put my clothes
like,
over here.
I was
whatever.
looking for like my razor or my toothbrush or something that I thought might be in the front pocket, and it wasn't.
Okay.
And I took my hand out, and I looked in there, and there was this open, like busted Ziploc bag with cake, and the cake was green, like totally
nice.
green, moldy.
That happens eventually.
You put a piece of cake in a Ziploc bag?
Yeah. I just wanted my grandmother to shut up.
Yeah, that is the classic.
I love
like,
you.
shut up, grandma. Give me the
I
cake.
love you,
we'll go.
Dithya, but
Move.
fucking hell. And like so I took my hand out and it's covered in this green cake, this green moldy cake. It smelled awful. Like so, I throw it away and I'm washing my hands, like trying to get moldy cake off my hand. And I took my ring off because it was all like in it, and it was like I washed that and I put it on the shelf over the sink. Washed the rest off my hand. Totally forgot my ring was right there. And then like the next day I wake up, everyone's like, we're going to lunch, whatever place kind of nearby. And I leave with them. I check out of the hotel. We're walking to the car and I'm talking to Gavin and I'm starting to tell him about this cake thing. I'm like, stuck my hand in the cake and I look and my ring's not on my finger. And I've already checked out. And it's like a casino hotel. Like it literally was connected to a casino. And I was just like, I gotta go. And like, as I walked in the car, I just turned around and ran. And then went back to the hotel. I told them, I was like, I just checked out and left something in the room, whatever. They gave me a card. I went up and got it. I came back down. Everyone else had just left. They didn't wait. They just got in the car and went.
Top Gear
and
style.
I was like, where did you go? And they're like, we're like down the street, like, 3/4 of a mile or so down the street, mile. And I was just like, all right, I'll walk. So I just had my suitcase and just walked all the way to I guess I just had a backpack. I didn't have the suitcase, but I just walked all the way, like past all these casinos down to the
The real
place.
question is, what'd you do with the cake?
He ate it.
I just threw it in the bathroom trash can. But I had to take toilet paper and like scrape out the inside of the.
Oh,
It must have stunk.
It is
You
not the
were-
first time I've done that.
wait, is that the same
Wait,
backpack
hang on,
that
whoa.
ended up getting melted?
Was that? Oh no, that was my Astro backpack got melted.
What?
That was
All right.
That's an unreleased episode.
Okay.
He's got backpack troubles.
I don't even remember if we told that story.
No,
yet.
we haven't. So we went to Melbourne, Australia. Which, by the way, I'm convinced. Jack is so convinced that it's Melbourne. He says Melbourne.
It's the accent.
It's the accent.
It's the
That's
accent.
like if I said, in Boston we call these cars. No, we don't. It's car. It's just we have the inability to say the R.
Yeah.
Like, I understand that. you
Well,
know?
wait a minute. Okay, to be fair though.
If someone showed up and went, is this the Boston Harbor? And I'm like, you don't say it like that.
it's
Shut
the
up.
same-
It's harbor.
Yeah. If you went to Paris and you're like, oh, this is Paris, and like, oui, c'est Paris. Like,
And you were
you
like,
don't go,
yeah,
oh,
but
I have
I'm-
to say
I'm not
Paris
from
now
there.
because that's how they
no,
say
you
it.
don't. It's just the
You say
accent.
it's Paris, it's the accent.
Yeah.
But that's the
Yeah.
thing. I mean, it's an accent, but if it's the name of something, then that's the way it's said
You
by
better
those
start.
people.
You better start saying.
I don't know. It's a weird thing
Yeah.
where it's
I
like,
mean, why are we bastardizing it to force it be?
but Trevor's
our
right. Like,
accent?
would
No,
you
no,
call
it's
it?
'cause you're saying
Would you
with your
call it
accent.
Paris instead of Paris?
It's fair, but why do we call it Paris?
I don't know.
because it's spelled
Because
that
that's
way.
how it's spelled. Yeah.
I think that's
there's a
it.
lot of words.
This is how it's spelled.
Regardless,
There's a lot of words that are said not the way they're spelled.
Yeah, like gyro
all right.
sandwiches, euros.
If I-
yeah,
Okay.
heroes, gyros,
Actually, wait, wait.
both.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I still don't know what it is, but I call it every which way.
Yeah.
For this specific example,
Yes.
if I was speaking French, it's Paris.
Okay.
But if I'm speaking English, Paris.
Right.
So
So-
is it if you're speaking Australian, which I know isn't
That's
like,
that's where
is
we
it
have the
Melbourne
problem.
versus Boston would say it Melbourne as well, right? That's how they would say it.
Right.
But like Melbourne, is it Melbourne? Like it's hard to say.
Yeah.
So we were in an Australian city.
We were in Melbourne. I'm gonna say Melbourne, but we were there, and we're outside this this jail.
I think
You
we've
guys-
said where we were.
Yeah,
Like,
we've
they know
said it
where we were.
before.
Yeah.
It's the old Melbourne jail, but it's spelled like Gaol.
Gaol. That's
jail.
the old.
It's like a thing.
Joel.
Right. And
Oh yeah,
so,
let's say Joel. Because that's how it's spelled.
Exactly.
so we're
We're
there.
at the Melbourne
and,
or Melbourne Joel.
we're sitting outside, like, we have to wait for our times to go inside. Not everybody's inside at the same time, or sometimes you're sitting outside, like, just getting ready for a shot and things like that. And so we're sitting outside, and there's these big lights on the ground, like this big inset lights in the ground that are shining up onto the walls of the jail. It looks really cool.
Make it look fancy.
But there was one right next to us where we were sitting, and it's like super bright and like, and then I think at one point it was like ruining one of the shots, like it was, and so someone went, got it, I'll block it, I'll just throw this backpack, which is my backpack. So they throw it on top of there. So we go inside, we film for however many hours, filming all this ghost hunting stuff, and they're like, okay, we got to take a break, set up for the next thing, some prank or whatever, so we're going to set up for that. We come outside, we're sitting down, I'm drinking my fifth Monster or whatever. I mean, we had 2 hours of sleep before that night.
No, it was
Literally,
rough.
like, we slept like
that was
2
the
hours.
end of our
That was-
Australia tour.
Yep.
Yeah, it was brutal.
Yep.
And we're sitting outside, I'm drinking my thing, and I'm like, oh, I need my backpack. I gotta get something out of it. And I see it just laying there on the ground. So I grab it and pick it up, and a plume of smoke comes up. And I'm like, what the fuck? It was laying on top of the light, and it melted through the front of my backpack. So I've got this Astro bag now with a hole burned in the front of the backpack, the melted material, whatever it is. And it stunk. It smelled awful. Like
Melted
this
plastic is
burnt
Yeah,
rubber,
it's
melted
nasty.
plastic types. And like, it smelled that way on the plane. Like, I went on the plane with it, and I
you're that
smelled the plane again.
You're that guy again.
But the thing is, I was like, no one will determine that. I mean, I'm not eating melting plastic. They don't know it's me. But like, I could stick my hand in the front pocket, and it just comes out a hole now. And I'm like, thank God I didn't have anything in this pocket.
yeah.
Curse of
was,
the front pocket, man.
And like, so I don't know who did it. I think Gavin did it.
It was Jeff Ramsey.
Was it Jeff?
He was.
Yeah.
Jeff
Do you
Jeff
have
just
any
threw
more
it on there.
backpack stories?
Oh God, yes.
Why do you have these?
I went to Australia again. We went down for RTX Australia one time, but on this particular trip, my wife came down with me, and we stayed a couple extra days to go to Cairns, Australia, and we went diving in the Great Barrier Reef.
Yeah.
So we started in Sydney, did all of RTX Australia. We stayed there for like an extra day or so. Then we flew up to Cairns and did our whole thing. We went diving, we went in a helicopter over the reef, we went to like a rainforest, like did all this shit. Awesome. And we're like, okay, the next day we gotta fly, we got like 2 days before we fly. Awesome. We had already been there for like 10 days or something. We fly back to Sydney, we get in a hotel that's like right near the airport. Beautiful hotel. Like we could have lived there. It had the full kitchen and everything like that. It
nice.
was awesome.
Full kitchen.
Right, yeah, like, when you're in like a hotel room with that, you're like, this is like
best.
a
The
residence
best.
inn type thing. Love it.
What's the
It's
square
a-
footage?
you know,
Or...
It's
Just
like if
in
a
case,
kangaroo wanders in, you can kill it and just eat it right
And you just
then.
eat it.
Just
Yeah.
immediately.
Kangaroo, not great, by the way. But we,
But available.
but available. Yep. We walk in, and, Kat starts packing all the shit in the bags, and she's going in my backpack, and she opens one of the pockets.
Is it this front pocket again?
It's one of the pockets. I'm just awful at remembering.
It's not the cake pocket.
I'm awful at remembering that I put things in pockets of these backpacks. Kat opens it, and she says to me, she goes, I don't know what this is. Like, and it was a opened plastic bag. And so, however long before, I had put some of Kent's jerky in the backpack, and it was open, and I meant to take it out like when I got home or something, and I didn't.
You travel internationally with that.
And I traveled internationally.
Oh,
I stayed in
Far enough.
Australia for
point
like
up.
a week at least. It was
Yeah.
like
I missed
10
that.
days. And she opens it and takes it out, and the strips of jerky are like fuzzy and like this greenish color.
Is
and
that
it-
what's going to happen to the roses?
Eventually.
Eventually those will get like that. It was the most
So eat
horrendous
them
smell.
fast.
No, I want to see what happens. Let's leave one.
And like and Kat's like,
become a
like,
real
can we throw
bouquet.
this away? And like, if we throw this away and it's in a trash can in the same vicinity as us, will we die? Like, you know, it was just like so much mold. And, like,
It's in a trash can near us.
yeah, well, like, is it going to be in the air? And now we're like the villains of Last of Us. Like, what the fuck is going to happen?
What you did was you went outside, and then that's
No,
what
I mean,
you
we
spread
just,
to
like-
the populace.
Kat was furious.
Isn't that why you're supposed to declare it when you travel internationally?
I don't know what I didn't
food
know
and
it was
stuff?
there.
You could have just brought an American
true.
mold to Australia
Could have
and
wiped
killed
out an
everything
entire
that they had.
I really could have, but the thing is, if they're like, "Do you have anything to declare?" I say,
You didn't
"No,
know,
I'm not
obviously.
lying.
You forgot. That's
I
fair.
don't know it's there."
Right.
I don't think jerky is one of the things. They're usually more worried about like fruits and vegetables.
No,
Fruits and veg are really, but I mean, mold is in its category of its
Not-
own.
I don't know if
If
they're
I'm like,
about
I'm bringing
cooking.
American mold, they probably would be.
yeah, I don't
They
know.
probably ask some questions. But
Any more? Any more backpack stories?
backpack stories, huh?
It's a subtle backpack story,
Yeah,
but
go
it was
for
certainly my backpack. So
Like that detail.
So there was a time I was staying here late. I was working on some edits long time ago, many years ago, and then I was about to go home for the holidays or whatever. And it was like the last day. It was maybe like the 21st or 23rd or something. It was very close to Christmas. And I was like, all right, and like something was wrong with Minecraft, and I was like re-editing it on the fly, like the day before it was supposed to go out, which was I think because Caden had already gone out of town. So I was crunching on it, trying to fix it, whatever. And I was like, I have to leave this moment or I will miss my flight. So I go home, grab my bag, grab my luggage, put my backpack on, go to the airport, put it all through. As soon as it starts going through security, because I'm in a rush. I get out the other side. I'm like, I have at least 4 knives in that bag.
Oh my god.
Yes, I've heard you tell the story. Yeah.
And they were all various shapes and sizes of scare. Like there is a full-on hunting utility knife in the side.
Yeah, with the serrated edge on it. Yep.
That's like meant to cut rope and like. And,
They didn't let you pass, did they?
No.
Yeah.
They almost didn't let me leave.
Like, sir, are you insane?
So they just confiscated it. And
Yeah,
you were able to
they
go.
took it, and as soon as they took it, that's when I went, my God. I've left things in there, and oh man, I looked at the X-ray around the side. I was like, oh, there they are, lit up like Christmas lights, a couple of knives. So like, I had a multi-tool. That's fine to have. Like, it has like a
Not
short
if it
enough.
has a blade on it.
I think it's if it's under an inch or whatever.
No.
I-
I took one
Yeah,
off my
they really
keychain.
I had a really
Might
nice
not
multi-tool
anymore.
in there that like folded out into scissors and had a TV come out. Like it was all sorts of stuff.
Did they have the what is it, the SWAT there?
No, but they had the policemen
Yeah.
that are stationed on the aft end of the security.
I had something
And-
like that happen to me with I put a microphone because I was doing a lot of live shows, and I kind of like practiced with a microphone just because I don't really
Something
have
to
any way.
hold.
Yeah, something to hold, just kind of act it
Sure.
out and stuff. And I had broken it, I dropped it, and the top fell off. But inside there's like a little module with like
Little-
wires and like
It's like a chip, a microchip with some
well,
wires.
it's like a tube almost.
Yeah.
And it looks bad.
Back. Looks like a shit.
So I was like, I'm going to pop that back in and I'm going to tape it. I'm going to tape this thing closed.
Yeah.
Right? And the moment it goes through security in like New York, they're like, is this yours? I'm like, yeah, it's mine. It's like, we're going to need to open it up and check it out. And they open it up, and the moment they see this microphone with this scotch tape around it, they call like the dogs, the SWAT. They call everybody in there, and they're like, we're gonna have to open this microphone. And I'm like, is there anything in there? They called the bomb squad. They literally called
Well,
the bomb
yeah,
squad.
they- yeah.
It looks like a.
And so they like slowly unravel it, and then they pop it open, and they're like, we're good.
We're good.
And he was like, it's
I
like,
knew we were, but
I think this
but
is
I
the trigger.
understand.
Yeah.
it's like, just FYI. It was like, don't ever scotch tape anything that looks like it could be a bomb. And I'm like,
no electronics and scotch tape.
that's a good idea.
Yeah. Well, I got out the other side and I was like, oh my God, I don't know what's going to happen. Because like the one down the side was like a full on, I think it was like a quarter of an inch away from being illegally long. And
Trevor, why did you have a backpack full of knives?
I know.
Don't worry about that part.
And then, well, okay, so
Salient point to the story.
so this is
knives.
a long story.
I like knives too. I got a desk full of knives. I don't carry around 4 in a backpack.
So okay, so this was like the year, or maybe the year after I had just moved here. So like in my bag was like that was my school bag. So I left knives
about
in it.
attacks in Austin. Got it.
Yeah.
No, I mean like walking around college campus, I had knives in there just because like whatever. I have these. And,
What do
like,
you mean,
if I-
whatever?
Protection if someone's gonna come at me. Like,
You're gonna be like, wait a
the
minute.
matter?
Unzip, reach in.
it
Okay.
was literally right here. I could just like pull it right
I
out.
understand having a utility knife on you. It's very useful.
Yeah.
But I mean,
But
like,
4?
They,
Don't worry.
listen,
Rambo
they were just well. You're gonna have more questions soon. So I had a friend in high school and college who was he just collected knives.
Okay.
And so like
Yeah.
his gift like periodically would just be like, hey, I got a bundle of these for super cheap. Here you go.
A knife bouquet.
Yeah.
Bouquet.
And then one of them was it was kind of like brass knuckles. Like the handle looked like knuckles, right? And the knife comes up out of it, so it's like decorative. It's not like actually usable. Because if
Sure
I
it
used it
is,
properly, I feel like I'd cut my fingers off. So that was in there, and
Good.
that was the biggest problem. They were measuring all the blades and whatever. Then they found that one, and
Why?
because it's illegal to have and to traverse the state borders of Texas with brass knuckles,
But
actual
you
brass
hadn't
knuckles.
done it yet.
yeah.
Well,
He was
I was
trying
at
to,
the
he was
airport, and it
attempting
looked
to.
like I was attempting to. Right.
So they could have gotten you for something,
They could have arrested me, yeah.
but they let it
And they
slide.
did like a heavy
They're like,
good
"Oh, he's
cop,
just an
bad
idiot."
cop, where they're like, "What was this doing in here? Where you come from? Why are you here? Like, where are you going?" And I'm just giving them my whole story. I'm like, well, I have a friend that collects knives. This is how I got it, and I drove here to move here because I had to bring my car, and I'm
Yeah.
going back home to visit family. And then the older gentleman comes in. He's the good cop, and he's like, "No, don't worry. I'm talking to him. Like, it's not going to be a problem.
I'm on your side.
I'm gonna make sure that this isn't gonna, whatever." And I'm like, I just do whatever you gotta do. Just like throw them away. I don't care. Take whatever you want. It was a full accident. I was just in a hurry, and I happened to like take my bag without checking what was in it, and so like I was just very stressed. And like they let me go. They took out pretty much all the nice things from my bag, and that was it. Like, and I was just terrified the whole time on the plane. Like I bought Wi-Fi because I was just like obsessively looking this up. I was like, the TSA has like guidelines because like the cop was like, "Now, is this your current address?" And I was like, "Yes, but I already have plans to move in the month because my lease
There you
was
go.
up."
It's now legal.
It's legal now.
Yeah, you're good.
Oh, let me just travel forward in time.
It's 2019.
But
It's literally like what,
Because
a day ago?
self-defense.
it is. It's
From May
30th, 2019. So I'm like,
Hey, we just got swords like
I
last
love the
year,
description because self-defense.
right?
for the next like handful of months, I was terrified that the cops were going to just show up at the door at any point. Because like one of the cops kept saying,
Worry
like,
a lot.
they kept saying this. They were like, "Yeah, they could just show up with a warrant." Because like if it gets processed,
Okay.
because for them they have to take it and give it to some district attorney or whatever. They need to process it, and it can either get snuffed by the good cop and he like kills it right then and there, or the bad cop like helps push it through.
It's like, no, I'm gonna
And
stick
like,
it in those
so I have
kids.
no idea what's going to happen with it. So they're like, "Is this your current address?" Because a cop could show up with a warrant, right, and like and just detain you.
Brutal.
And like I was like, "Well, I'm moving. I know this already. I'm moving in a month."
What year was it?
Shouldn't have told him.
This was
Big mistake.
either the end of 2014. I think it was the end of 2014. I
Or
think
they
I
just
just
been done.
moved here. It might have been the end of 2015.
It's like, is it a slow legal day or not? You know, let's get him.
Yeah. So like the whole time on the airplane, I'm like, "Can the TSA find me? What's the fine I'm gonna face?" Because I'm like, and because like it was thousands of dollars. I was like, "Oh my god." And then I was so like for months I was like, "Well, I've moved. I hope they don't show up with a warrant at my place, like where I used to live." Hoping to like find me, and it looks like I ghosted them.
Right.
And so like I was just like living with this on the back of my brain until like my girlfriend at the time, her uncle is a criminal defense lawyer, and so he called in to like figure out the situation, and he found out that the paperwork, like, because if it gets processed and moves through, there's a bunch of paperwork on your record that you need to erase. So it was like, oh my god, it was a huge. Luckily, it stopped. It didn't go anywhere.
Right.
It hadn't hit their desk yet.
Broke up
or
with
whatever.
a girl the next day. Didn't
Yeah,
hear.
right. Didn't need her anymore. No, but like that was my backpack story, and man, it was like that was a strenuous. Like every time I reminded me or remembered it, I was like just anxiety central.
Dude, hang on.
It sucked.
Yeah.
I got a backpack.
Backpack story.
Oh, and now you build up a lot more
Backpack.
because mine's a joke.
Okay.
This one time, carried too much sunscreen in my bag.
There you go.
I took it right away.
That a boy. Back ever.
Actually, that was when we went to New Orleans. I had like sunscreen and mouthwash, and they were like, "Are you a fool?"
Yeah, they did. Yeah, they were very aggressive.
We hit major traffic when we were going to New Orleans. We were like, "Oh my god, we might miss."
We
this
almost
flight.
missed the flight.
We
Yeah.
got there to the boarding area, to the door while it was boarding, and it was about to end and close or whatever. I think they might have just delayed it, but Matt got pulled by security, and that's what happened.
Yeah, because literally it's like
sunscreen?
I had sunscreen and mouthwash, and they're like,
The bottles are too big."
Are you a fool? This is much too much. And I was
Fool!
like- I was like,
much too much.
That's about
fool.
a quarter of the mouthwash left. I've never opened the sunscreen. You can take that. I'm fine with skin cancer, but just give me the.
What you do is you just take a couple swigs of the mouthwash, just squirt some sunscreen on, and just start rubbing it in their face.
Leave me be.
You ever forget you have a living thing in your backpack? I went with my friends.
Wait, no, is this another?
I wasn't sure if that was-
No.
I honestly assumed that was somehow like a segue
That
to
was-
something else.
What did you kill?
It lived. I
For a
because
time.
I didn't forget it for too long. But so I went with my friends one time. I think it's in New Hampshire. I don't know. It's the Concord River. Is a river a lot of people like to go canoeing on. My friends loved it.
The Concord?
Concord.
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 Okay.
Where's that at?
Like Concord grape?
I don't know. They
you don't
drove
have
me
no,
there.
like-
They
you have
always
No
drove
idea
me-
where you were?
No, they would just drive me there.
Like a
Concord
state?
it.
What state were you in?
It was either Massachusetts or southern New Hampshire.
You didn't even know he was
home.
It was one of the things you gotta learn about Jeremy is he gets drunk and drives a lot.
Well, no, hey, stop.
First off, you get
I didn't
through.
drive. I was not the driver. Second off, I don't even think I was drunk on this one.
To be
You
fair,
didn't-
I was
Because I think I was probably like 18 or so, but like
That has not stopped you in previous stories.
correct. But I the way this trip started too was I went out of my house. My friend Blake is like, I'm gonna pick you up. We're gonna go canoeing and stuff like that. I'm like, cool, whatever. He just like calls me that morning. He has like a 2000 Dodge Intrepid is his car, and he's got a canoe on the roof. And the way he just like took a ratchet that he took from our job that we used to put up big giant tents.
Oh yeah, that's a thing. Yeah.
Yeah, and we would have like these ratchet bands, and he just wrapped it around through the open windows around the roof, and then just ratcheted it to the point where the roof was like.
Jeez.
And so,
Wasn't coming loose though.
Yeah.
nope, I wasn't going anywhere. I leave my house, and my mom's looking out the window at me, and Blake's there, and he's like, "Hi, Mrs. Dooley," whatever, and she's like, "Hi, is that safe?" And he's like, "Oh, it's fine." And I go up to the car and I go to open the door, and he goes, "The door won't open, just coming through the window," because like it was ratcheted around the top of the doors.
Yeah.
So I just climbed in through the front passenger window. He goes off. We go to the Concord River, and like we get in with my friends. I'm with Blake, and then I think my buddy, it was either Andrew or Nick. You know Andrew. But
Yeah.
I think it might have been Andrew in that one. And then the other canoe had this guy, my buddy Kenny, in the back, like doing, because like the way the canoes work, the middle guy just does shit.
They hang out?
Yeah.
The back guy is like the power, and the front guy like helps kind of steer.
Yeah.
And so they had Kenny in the back, who was like captain of the football team, like huge. Like he's like the nicest. He's like a 3-year-old with muscles. Like, so he's terrifying. Like he would paddle if he wanted to catch up to us. He could like make a wake.
Would he
behind the
would he
canoe.
like lift the front of the boat up like a
he,
speedboat?
he would fucking go, and they didn't even give him an oar because they knew he just had a 2x4.
No.
Yeah. We just gave him a board.
You gave him a 2x4?
Yeah, and we like
Why?
made fun of him at one point or something, and then laughing, he caught up to our canoe and flipped us. But like, and then in the middle of the canoe, they had my friend Scott, who's the most uncoordinated human in the world. He flipped the canoe 3 times.
From the middle?
Yeah, getting in, flipped it.
Okay.
Then inside of it, I don't know, laughed, fell, and then like at another point, we dared him to stand up. We were like, Scott, like I'll give you $20 if you stand up. Up, canoe, over.
Yeah.
But like, so I'm paddling with my friends. I'm in the middle seat in this one because we're constantly switching, so the person in the back didn't always have to be like working the whole time. Andrew's behind me and Blake's in front of me. And we're going down this like little offset of the Concord River. It's like there's a lot of trees overgrowing and shit like that. And I've got like a cooler, and I've got my backpack, and I've got all the shit. And at one point, Blake sees a turtle, like this big, painted turtle.
No.
He goes, oh my God, this is going to be our new pet. No. He sees this turtle,
No.
which we've done this before.
You've torn apart families.
Nick caught a turtle one time like this big. And we saw it and took it.
Stole it.
Stole the turtle.
And when I was home this weekend, I was talking to Nick, and I was like, remember Speedy? We named it Speedy. We're like, remember Speedy the turtle? And Nick's like, yeah, he's in the other room. Like, they still have him in the tank.
Yeah.
Like, he's still there. But, like, on this trip, we were paddling along, and Blake sees a turtle, and he's like, this is our new friend. Like, we're gonna love him. This is gonna be our group mascot.
A turtle?
This turtle.
Yeah, okay.
And he goes, Jeremy, grab the turtle. I'm like, I'm not grabbing this fucking turtle. Like, if this turtle bites me, I'm not gonna do that. Turtles like bite the shit out of you.
Yeah, well.
And Blake goes, no, we need it. And he takes his oar and he puts it under the turtle. And so the turtle's on the edge of his oar and he goes, take it. And he's like handing me a turtle on the end of an oar. And he like dumps it on me. And so I'm like trying to get up this turtle and I put it in the bag. And then we paddle on. We get back in the car.
Oh my God.
And at this point, Blake has forgotten that he's handed me a turtle.
And you've forgotten.
And I have forgotten that I have a turtle.
How long?
Like 2 hours.
2 hours.
And it's gone. It's out of my mind that this turtle is here.
Creature. 2 hours
So
of
I get-
hell that you put this turtle
We
through.
drive,
Just swimming.
Just the
having a
dark
good time.
abyss.
just the dark abyss of a backpack.
He's like, what is going on?
We get back to my house. Blake drops me off, and I'm walking back into my house, and Blake's like, oh, can you give me... I had, like, one of his ratchets or something in my bag. So I open up the bag, and I, like, open it to see where the ratchet is before I put my hand in, and there's just a fucking turtle in my bag. And I look at Blake, and I go, we kept the turtle, like, to him in his car. And he looks at me, and he, like, stops for a bit, and he goes, I don't want the turtle. Like,
I just had the turtle.
Did you eat it?
No, we didn't eat the turtle. Like,
You act like, oh, that's. I draw the line at turtle.
Yeah.
I mean, I would eat a turtle, but this turtle didn't
Turtles are
deserve it.
pain to cook.
And
Gotta get out of
so
the shell.
he's
Yeah.
like, I don't want the turtle. And I'm
Like
like,
crab.
I don't want the damn turtle. Like it was your idea to take the turtle. It was gonna be the mascot. And he's like, all right, climb back in the car. So I climbed back through the window of the car. We drove all the way back to the Concord River, brought the turtle out, and released it back into the river.
Wow.
This poor fucking turtle.
That was
I
you
know.
torturing a turtle for 4 hours. Essentially.
The turtle didn't have a great day.
Well, yeah,
but
no.
the turtle,
Hey, at least it made it home.
he made it
Yeah,
home.
it's
We
true.
released him back into his home. I mean,
I one time I was in Florida because my buddy whole thing happened with his dad, got lost at sea for a bit. Anyway,
Wait. Rewind.
Dad
on that.
Tom
Come
Hanks,
back.
what the fuck you talking about?
Your dad got lost at sea?
The story did not end well. But his dad got lost at sea for a while,
How long? As a while.
like 4 days or so.
Gee,
Anyway,
it didn't end well.
They found him.
So that ends well, right?
Was he alive?
Oh no.
That's the question.
Yeah, all right. there we go.
No!
All right, yeah.
Anyway,
It's a real downer way to start the story,
I
Matt.
didn't want to go down that route.
I just started
said
kidnapping
why
a
we were
turtle.
doing it. Yeah, no. I was talking about the turtle. There was a turtle in the middle of an intersection, and it's down in Florida.
Oh,
so
yeah.
there's a
Poor
turtle in the middle of the
turtles.
intersection. I saw a car. It opened the door. A woman dove out, grabbed the turtle, and backwards dived into the car with the turtle. And then we just watched him drive off. That
I've done
turtle
that with street
is
cones,
dead.
but not living
You
creatures.
stolen street cones?
Yeah.
I did that with the turtle. I picked up a turtle in the middle of, I was driving home, and there was a turtle in the middle of the street. There's no big
Why
ponds.
is everybody
Hold on.
kidnapping
That's
turtles?
No,
Let's
in
make
my
sure it wasn't
defense,
a
though,
tortoise
you-
and you
if it's
didn't
crossing the
drown
street,
it.
that makes sense.
Wrong.
People be throwing tortoises in ponds and killing
found,
them.
And there was a turtle in the middle of the street. Like I was driving home, and I'm like, is that a rock? Like it was near my house.
Yeah.
And I was like, is that a rock? And it was like this big. And I saw it kind of moving a bit. And so I took the turtle, I put my sweatshirt, I tweeted a picture of this. I put a sweatshirt on my passenger seat. Because, like, I don't know what's on a turtle.
Well,
Like, don't
yeah.
turtles have,
Disease.
Salmonella.
salmonella on,
yeah.
like, turtle shells and shit?
Most
So, like,
reptiles.
I put it on, like, my passenger seat, and I just drove him to the nearest pond. It was just, like, a turtle chilling in the passenger seat with me in my car.
This wasn't.
And like everyone, when I tweeted about it, I was like, I took this turtle,
Yeah.
like put him back in the water and stuff like that. It was like a painted turtle, but his shell was like kind of mossy and shit like that. everyone was like, "You sure you didn't kill a tortoise?" Like everybody was doing that. I'm
That's
like,
fair though, because
I'm
like,
like, I know what a tortoise looks like.
Yes.
Like if you're
They
not,
look
and
way
I
different.
said something in a tweet. I was like, if you're not sure the difference between a turtle and a tortoise, don't throw it in the lake. Like
next to the
put it
water.
next to the lake,
It'll
because
do
then
it
if it's a
itself.
tortoise, it
Yeah.
can go.
No
I don't want to
thanks.
die. And it'll walk away.
No, this was not in the middle of a road though. It was like in the middle of a 4-way intersection with a light traffic.
That's a
going.
road.
Well, yeah, but that's an intersection.
this wasn't just any road.
It's not like a road.
This is where
There it is. There it is. Look
Yeah,
there,
look at him on the jacket, all nice and safe. And then he was in that like.
Now your jacket's got salmonella.
There was this like, it's not a big lake, like a big pond next to my house. It's definitely man-made, but
so
like,
you, like,
I
chunk-
assume that's
you
the
chunked him
only
in?
place he could have come from.
That's
I put him on the like half in the water, half in the like grass,
Yeah.
like just kind of there.
Little
So
marsh
he was
out
like
there.
kind of happy.
chunk breaks off into the.
And I got nervous because I went like
Oh,
I got
no.
nervous for a second because I went like I threw him in like onto this because I didn't want to step in because it was clear,
Sure.
like the water had already started. And he went in and definitely the front half was already under the water. And I was like, if this turtle doesn't move in a little bit, I gotta get this fucking
Did
turtle.
he like he darts in?
and then
the
like
leg
he was
just going
always like there for a second, and then he just and like into the
Yeah.
water. And I was like, okay, good,
Yeah.
he's good, he's fine.
Have you ever dealt with a snapping turtle?
Yes,
Yeah.
yeah, I almost bit Andrew with one.
You
Oh,
almost
right.
bit him with one.
Yeah, I used it like
You
I,
weaponized
I
it.
found
Yeah,
I found a
They're
snapping
not
turtle.
hard to
Put it on a
weaponize.
stick and you
Yeah.
just like
I
shove
mean,
it at
the
people.
grammar works there. If you're using scissors and you cut someone, you cut someone.
Yeah.
With
Yeah.
scissors.
If you go to Woburn, Massachusetts, and Horn Pond is where I used to go, or Han Pond as they call it, and where I come from. But we used to go
Melbourne.
there all the time to fish. It was a great fishing spot. But Andrew and I used to really go like deep into the. We tried to find like areas that people wouldn't normally fish, like in these coves. Like you'd have to walk through all these like shitty ass trees to get to it, and we're like, that's where the best fish are, like where they know people can't get. So like we like go to these areas, and I saw a turtle, like a snapping turtle that was up on the land, like a little bit from the water, and I'm like, I'm gonna catch that.
How big? How
fucking
big
turtle.
was the mouth?
Well, like
or
the
the
turtle
turtle?
shell was about that big.
Yeah, so the head's
So
about.
the head was
like,
like,
Yeah.
like that.
Jeez,
Yeah.
They can
And
fuck
so
you up.
they
No,
can
yeah.
fuck you up.
Yeah.
So I'm like, I want that fucking turtle. Like I just wanted it to take a
want
picture
that
with
turtle.
it.
Meanwhile, it's got like a necklace of human fingers. Like,
Right. I was like, I want to just take a
And I
picture with
want
this
your
turtle.
It's actually penises.
So I
all
went running and I
peas.
picked up the turtle, and I still have a picture of me like this, like holding the turtle. And I go up with it, and I'm talking to Andrew, and I'm like, so I'm holding him on the sides of his shell, which I don't think you're supposed to do because they have like
They
claws in
claws,
their feet.
yeah.
Oh, because they
Like
reach
you're
you?
supposed to kind of hold him like on the behind
Behind
his
the neck,
head,
yeah.
and then like
You
on the back of
scruff
the
it.
shell. Yeah, you kind of scruff them, like because if you hold them on the back of the shell, they can't get you. But I'm holding him like this, and I handed my phone to Andrew, and I'm like, hey, can you like open the camera? And like this is back when it was like a Razor flip phone or
Yeah.
something. And like I'm like, can you open the camera? And I'm talking to him, and while I'm talking to him, he's standing next to me doing the thing, and the turtle goes like that, and he
Woof.
stops like here
Oh,
next to Andrew's arm.
God.
And Andrew was not happy.
Yeah,
Andrew
no.
was like,
Imagine
if
not.
that fucking thing got me, like it would have been brutal. And like we took the picture, and I just got rid of it.
Well,
Yeah.
that was
Fuck
like
this shit.
we got my family, we got a new house at one point we moved, and it had a pool. So we were like, yeah, fucking awesome. We have a pool, big giant concrete pool.
Yep.
Leaked a lot. It was awesome. When we first moved in there, there was just the water kind of sitting down there, which made us think that it held water. We got down there. My dad, after buying it, it's like, we're gonna go ahead and drain it out. We'll have a pool within the week. Drained it out. There was like 6 snapping turtles in the pool.
They
And
love
I was like,
pools, dude. They just get in pools.
cool.
Weird.
I'm
Yeah.
not swimming in that for a while. He's like, newsflash, no one's swimming in that for a while
Yeah.
because it leaks. But there were seriously like 6 snapping turtles
Yeah,
in
they
there.
used to get in cat's pool as well.
We had to call them out.
insane.
My dad got one of them, and he did like the behind the thing, and he took it out. And he's like, well, I don't know what to do with this now. And he's talking to my mom. My mom's like, well, get it out of here. We don't want it in the yard. It'll go back to the pool. He took it to the golf course across the street, just dropped it.
There you go.
Yeah, and he was like, all right, 6 more, and then he almost got bit and didn't do any more.
Snapping
Yeah.
turtles and alligators are on golf courses all over the.
Yeah.
I feel like
snapping
you could
turtles-
just get one of those pools or pool
The
tools.
little
Oh, yeah.
skipper, they were
Pick
a
'em
little
up,
bit
the
bigger
giant
than
spatula.
Yeah, they're
thing.
big.
Yeah.
You know,
Though that would be
turtles
really
don't
funny.
make a good burger. They're not very good meat,
don't.
perhaps.
No, they don't.
But could you tell me a little? Tell me about some good meat.
What
perhaps?
makes a good
What makes a
burger?
good burger?
I'll tell you who makes the best burger.
Tell me.
Omaha Steaks. This episode is brought to you by Omaha Steaks. Looking for an easy, affordable way to stock up for summer grilling as well as a great gift? Think Omaha Steaks. Right now, Omaha Steaks is giving a limited time Father's Day gift offer to you. Go to omahasteaks.com and enter code OFFTOPIC in the search bar for 74% off the Father's Day Steak Fix gift package. A $235 value now for only, get this, $59.99. Order now, and here's what you'll get. 2 tender filet mignons, 2 bold top sirloins, 2 savory pork chops, 4 Omaha steak burgers, 4 massive gourmet jumbo franks, and there's more. You get 4 crispy chicken fried steaks, you get all beef meatballs, 4 premium chicken breasts, and it keeps going. You get 4 of their caramel apple tartlets.
That sounds delicious.
They're really, really good. And you get a packet of Omaha Steaks signature seasoning.
There's
You can put
more?
right on those steaks. Oh, there's more. Because you also get...
Tell me.
You get 4 extra Omaha Steak burgers.
No.
For free. Added in there.
Just because?
Just because it's Father's Day. You gotta get a little something extra in there. You get all of that in an amazing gift package for dad or for yourself because, you know, sometimes you need a bit of meat in your life, not just your dad. Fill up your freezer for incredible summer grilling, all at 74% off. We got in our Omaha steak because before we do these things, they usually send us these packages. And we got all those in, and I've already eaten everything I took from that package.
It's delicious.
I had the chicken breasts, I had both of the steaks, I had the filet mignons and the sirloins, and I've already had the burgers as well. Very good.
Burgers are great.
The burgers are awesome. Yeah, perfect. They're like perfect for grilling because they're like kind of those thin burgers and they like just crisp up. Not crisp up, but like they
yeah.
cook up.
They
That's the
cook
word I
well.
was looking for. Cook was the word I couldn't think of. They cook up really nicely and they're still really juicy. When burgers are thin, you think like they won't
they're
be that
gonna be like
juicy.
all weird, but yeah.
But no, they're good.
They
They're
keep it.
excellent. Again, you can order now and get this exclusive offer at Omaha. It's the Omaha Steak. There's a lot of words. Omaha Steaks Father's Day Steak Fix Package.
Say that one more time.
Oh, you're talking about the Omaha Steaks Father's Day Steak Fix Package? That's the one.
I didn't even hear what you said. Say it one more time.
I'm sorry. What it is the Omaha Steaks Father's Day Steak Fix Package. There it is.
If you could put that on a T-shirt, what would it say?
It would say,
help, I need more shirts.
OSFDSFP, aka Omaha Steak Father's Day Steak Fix Package, which is valued at $235, but you can get it for just $60, $59.99 to be exact. Save that penny. Lincoln will thank you. Just go to omahasteaks.com and type code OFFTOPIC into the search bar. Don't wait, this offer ends soon. Go to omahasteaks.com, type OFFTOPIC in the search bar, and get the Father's Day Steak Fix Package today. Do that and get yourself some good meats.
That seasoning packet and that steak makes me sing.
Real good.
Yeah,
really
it's
good.
really it's great.
Lincoln's ghost is pissed about being on the most useless piece of currency.
No, because
Okay, in
He's
fairness,
also on the 5.
yes, he's also on the $5
I give him the
bill.
5.
Yeah.
That was the thing. I feel like they put him on the penny and they're like, well, let's put him on the 5.
He's
I mean,
prolific.
pennies used
He's
to be good
everywhere
back
now.
then, right?
Much like we're talking about with there's a lot of cows because they're delicious. There's a lot of pennies because there's a bunch
Because
of
they're delicious.
Are we phasing out the penny? That was a talk for such a
They
long
should.
time.
We should.
We really should,
They're
right?
not. It costs millions and millions of dollars.
Pennies are the
to
thing
have
that if I
pennies.
saw a penny on the street, I'd be like, fuck that penny.
If I saw a nickel on the street, I might start considering. I don't know about that
A nickel is like the maybe I will. A dime, I'll pick up a dime. And
Can
not
we start making the dimes a little bigger though? Because it's like the size is
you
like.
think-
No, I
pennies.
like that.
It's almost like a perceived.
I like that they're
value.
small and powerful.
Okay, there's something Freudian about
10
that.
cents. I'm gonna introduce a 15-cent coin that's like that big.
I went outside the other day. I went on
You
a
saw
journey.
light?
Yeah,
That's
turns
it.
out.
End of story.
The end.
Yes.
No, I was.
Did you have a backpack with you?
No, turns out I was on the back porch.
Oh.
Different back pee, and got littered with mosquito bites, and I'm itchy all over. I think this is my new plan. I'm gonna stop working out. I'm gonna get smitten with mosquito bites, and I'm gonna scratch
Get
myself
malaria.
to get yoked.
Well, here's the thing.
Yeah?
Enough mosquito bites. That's like leech therapy, right? They're sucking the blood out of you.
Look, I think there's one right in
Yeah,
here
you
somewhere.
got one right
And
in
I-
the
and I-
front
they
yard.
get-
How you get West
They
Nile?
get
Well,
red.
isn't no
Oh,
West
sure,
Nile is
yeah.
ticks, but
Is it?
yeah.
Why do I read
Isn't there
up?
like a
Zika.
Isn't there a
You
Zika
get
scare
Zika.
in this
That might be
area?
Yeah,
Yeah,
and they're all
yeah.
micro doses, so I'll be immune. Okay, I'll be a better human being, and I'll
There
look
you go.
yoked.
That's
I'll
how
be a little
vaccines
red.
work. That's
I
why you
don't
shouldn't
look
vaccinate your kids.
They're micro vaccines. Also, what is it about Texas mosquitoes? Jack's not here. That make them so like vicious. All of my mosquito bites
mosquitoes are vicious.
they turn into like
Trevor.
dark bruises.
Trevor, they're just born that
Some
way.
of them will basically there'll be like mosquito bites on top of mosquito bites.
yeah.
Well, it's
That's
easy
just a
access.
salvage germ.
it's-
Yeah.
Sometimes they double tap you just because they were like, I just didn't get it the first time, so I went back in.
Trying to find the vein.
You haven't done what I've done. See,
What's up?
Casey takes all the mosquito bites from me. I haven't been bit by mosquitoes.
I do that for
years.
cats.
So when you go outside,
I'm
you're-
the surrogate.
you're the-
like, it's
you're
just
the
like
buffer,
I
you're the
just
shield.
stand. I'm the bait.
Yeah,
Cat gets
exactly.
nothing, and I get them all.
I've
Wow.
not been bit by mosquito for years. Just because, like, since Casey moved in with me, it's like, oh, I'm fine. You are the shield that guards the realms of me.
We've decided that for some reason, it's the Syrian blood that the mosquitoes love because they go after me, they go after my mom, my sister.
Well, you're a delicacy. I mean, they can get regular Caucasian blood anyway.
Right, exactly. They can get white guy blood all day,
Yeah.
but me. But the thing is, I don't look it. Like I tweeted a picture
saw that, yeah.
yesterday of like my sister, and I'm like, my sister made a beautiful bride. She was like great and everything. Like I tweeted a picture of it. And first off, people were like, "Oh, like look at you're like the same height and stuff like that." Horse shit.
No.
She's wearing heels. Same with Kat. And like the thing is, I forbid Kat to wear heels, but I was like, you're cool on this day. But at our wedding, she wore fucking Converse. She had Converse shoes, and all the girls had Converse shoes, which is great. So they didn't have to change them for dancing or anything. But the other thing is, people pointed out, they were like, "You are a lot paler than your sister is." Like my sister, first off, goes out in the sun. I don't.
Yeah.
But at the same time, she also gets like all of the Syrian blood from like my mom's side of the family. So she's got like the dark hair, bit tanner skin, and everything like that. And then I get like the Irish from my dad.
Yeah.
I'll admit, I looked at the picture and I was like, which one's his sister? Wait,
Right, exactly.
I
It
know it's
doesn't.
not
We
Kat.
don't look like the same people. Like she looks like my mom, and I look just like my dad.
Yeah.
And like we're just like these like smiley white pale guys. Like that's all. Except he
Smiley.
gets hair. Like and I don't.
Oh,
You know,
so
like,
is the hair from
the
your
hair
mom's
is from my
side?
mom's. That what I inherited from my mom's side of the family is that I don't have hair.
Oh, okay.
Right, like that came from my grandfather. and her
Maternal
side.
grandfather, yeah.
Yeah, my dad. I just get like I can drink alcohol
Yeah.
and be short. Like
And
it's
be
like that's
short.
like what I was
A
like.
leprechaun.
And I have light skin. Like I don't
Yeah.
tan. Like my sister tans. She
Yeah.
can go out and like get the tan. Like I go out.
Yeah.
I have two settings. I have white and red, and that's it.
White and burn.
White and burned. And like when I'm working off a burn, you know, like I have a
Yeah.
burn. It's not like it will fade to a tan and then go to. It's like it will burn and then it'll peel off white.
It sloughs off.
It just
Back
sloughs
to-
like I just peel red off of me. There's
Yeah.
no
shed your
chocolate
skin
in
like
my
a snake.
Neapolitan ice cream. There's just the strawberry and the vanilla.
Yeah.
That's it. And it's just like fucking annoying.
Yeah.
But you know, it was a good wedding. My sister had a great wedding. It was she did a lot. My sister's big into dancing. Like she teaches those bar classes, like you know, bar that's like really workouty style dancing. She's like
really?
instructor. She's an instructor for that. So, and my mom takes them. So like my sister teaches all these classes. She's been dancing her whole life. So the wedding and her friends, like obviously people know that I drink quite a bit. Like, and I have a pretty high tolerance. I have a lot of alcohol.
Word's gotten around.
Words gotten around.
Wait till you see this Jeremy guy. You can just pour drinks into him all day long.
I have a fairly high tolerance, right? I have a lot of drinks, but I cannot keep up with my sister and her friends. I can't do it. They're fucking insane. Like the night before her wedding, she has her wedding coming up, all this planning and everything. The night before her wedding, they're up to like 1 or 2 a.m. just drinking. They wake up the next morning, they have hangovers, like they do all the hangover remedies style stuff. They have like the Gatorade or the Pedialyte even.
They get the nurse to come by with
right.
They do the IV like
they do all that.
fluids.
I go in like I'm part of the wedding party, but they had a huge wedding party. It was like 7 or 8 groomsmen and then 7 or 8 bridesmaids. Like it was a fuck ton of people, and like so I'm in with all these groomsmen, which are mostly my brother-in-law's friends who I don't know. So I'm just there with my dad, and like then my brother-in-law's dad, who's the same as my father. So there's these 2 old guys like just like mucking around doing whatever. And then I'm just like, I show up in their room like to get ready for the wedding, and they're doing shots, and they're like, they have this big cooler of beer, and they're just like drinking like crazy before the wedding. We go out, we do the wedding, reception starts, drink. They're drinking like crazy. The wedding ends, they go to the hotel bar, start drinking more. Then they go downtown to a bar, they start drinking more there. And I've already gone to bed. I'm like, fuck this shit. Like me and Kat have like gone to bed. The next day, my sister's like, hey, why don't you come by my house? I'm having people over to celebrate the wedding. Go to my sister's house. They had everybody over to start drinking and like have drinks. I'm like, I can't do this. Like, I'm not built for this.
Is she younger than you?
She's older than me.
Oh, she's older than you?
But a lot smaller than I am.
Yeah, I was wondering if there was like a tolerance play with the age. Like if.
But that's the thing. You'd think like she's very thin and she's 5 foot flat.
Yeah.
My sister.
Yeah.
And like, so you'd think there's no tolerance there. Wrong. She just could drink me under the table if she so felt like it.
Interesting.
And I was just like, what do you want? I'm like sitting with my parents. I'm sitting with my parents. My dad's like, 60 or whatever, and I'm just sitting next to him, and we're just like, sitting with him like having a Bud Light. I'm like, I don't know what the hell to do here. It was a weekend, dude. It was a fucking drunk weekend with the doolies. But having the different families that we have, it was very fun. Yeah. Like they played the music. My sister trained my dad how to do like a whole dance routine for their first dance, which is great. And then like at one point we did a hafle, which is Syrian like line dance. So like they did the Syrian line dance at one point. It was very cool. Kind of mix everything together. Am I boring you, Matt Bragg?
No. Well, I got drunk earlier. No,
well, go ahead and top that off.
I gotta level with you guys. I've scrolled on the iPad and now I don't know where the ad reads are, and I'm so sorry.
All right, you sort that out, Olin. I know you have a plane to catch, so I don't want to hold you up too much.
Found it.
But if there's anything you want to talk about before you head out that you're working on, or anything that you want to plug, or anything.
Yeah. Final Space, June 24th on Adult Swim. It's premiering. It's gonna be awesome. Season 2.
The war for your universe has begun. No one will survive. Everything depends on all of you.
Oh, geez, okay. So no buffer or warm-up. All right. We're just going for it. Okay. Get your game face on, Gary. Okay, I'm ready. There they go!
We got trouble! Shield! Fire something! Press buttons!
What kind of race is this, Clarence?
A race to the death. Didn't I mention that?
No, you didn't!
The ragtag crew of the Crimson Light does not look impressive!
You! Faster!
Sprint mode engaged. Looking for this. Papa! What's the plan?
I didn't think that far ahead! That's not good at all!
Final Space, season premiere June 24th at 11:30 p.m.
Have I really sunk this low? You sure have.
On Adult Swim.
That's pretty much it, guys.
Cool, man. Well, thanks for coming by.
Yeah, I'm gonna let this loose.
You'll do it.
Let it loose. Let it.
Oh, you
good
broke
one.
a light
Nice.
is what you've done there.
That's
wish.
good. No,
I wish.
You didn't call it.
Awesome.
All right, man.
Guys,
Well,
it's
thanks
been
for coming
fun.
by.
It's absolutely
Lovely to
Safe
meet you.
travels. And we'll see you at RTX, man.
Fun.
Yes.
It's been fun. I'll see you at RTX.
He'll be back
Get
at
in there.
RTX, and if you want to see more of Olin, make sure to check out Ready Set Show. He's on an episode of that.
We promise we'll
actually-
have more backpack stories if you ever come visit again.
It'll be, if you're watching this live, it'll be coming out on Monday. The Ready Set Show. It's the one that's right after this
People
episode.
were happy as fuck about the Bob Ross
Dude,
episode.
it went really well.
That's awesome.
It was like the perfect combination because we decided that direction for Jeremy explaining the rules and me doing the painting for a couple of reasons. One, Jeremy is more art inclined.
Yeah.
He also hasn't seen much of Bob Ross.
I've never watched a Bob
So
Ross
like I thought that we
episode.
we got a lot of
Never
good.
done
Ross.
Yeah.
That's pretty.
Like even PBS in the background.
Nope. I've known of Bob Ross. I know
Yeah.
they do the Bob Ross hour or whatever on
Yes.
Extra Life.
Yes.
Know all about that. I just have never personally watched it.
Yeah,
I've
so
never seen
we
it
got a lot
either,
of good
yeah.
reactions from you, like freaking out over because he pulls the mountains.
He's a magician. He's
a
an
magician.
absolute magician.
Yes.
All I've seen of Bob Ross are these like hypercuts of all the times he was beating the shit out of his brush.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Which
Oh,
is
Just beat
what
the
a
devil.
distinctive
Just go
noise.
ahead.
I
Beat
beat
the
the devil out of our brushes a little bit.
Yeah, you did.
It got all
Devil out
over
of
my
it.
white shoes, which I'll leave that there for character.
So that's a great episode.
But also
yeah.
on my end, I'm not artistically inclined. I'm more instruction oriented because I'm an engineer by trade, right, by school. And so I thought it'd be good for me to take your more confusing and vague instructions and then use my non-art to blast
Right,
it
because I
out.
was watching Bob Ross without any sound. I'm
Yes.
just watching what he's doing,
Yeah.
and it was crazy the shit he was doing.
You gotta
Yeah.
watch Bob Ross's sound though. I mean, his voice is half of it.
Here's the thing: Bob Ross is
Let's
essentially
just go
the
ahead and paint an
epitome of ASMR, right?
Yeah.
He's like
Yeah,
he's
he's
like
sort of the
where it
original.
started.
Yeah.
And me, I do not like ASMR. Like I know
You don't like the tingles, or does it work for you?
I'm not trying to like.
I don't know that he's that far that it would make you uncomfortable
Yeah, exactly.
in your everyday ASMR.
And, you know,
His
I'm not trying to
speaking voice is
shame
just
people
calm.
who like it.
That's
Yeah.
all it is.
I get it. I
Yeah.
get if you like ASMR.
For sure.
He's just
But,
like the human version of a tranquilizer.
right.
Like if you got darted, you
Yeah.
would probably feel
Right,
like
it's
Bob Ross.
super
All right, now
calming.
you're gonna go
Like
to
it's
sleep.
very
Right now,
calming.
Just go ahead and close your eyes.
He hypnotizes all of his
Fall
audience
into
members.
sleep.
And like
here we
I can
go.
see why people would like that very much. Like
Yeah.
I having watched him now, like watched an episode or two after we did our show.
Sure.
He does have a very soothing voice. You know, for me, I don't like love it. I love the art he does. Like I really do enjoy how simplistic his techniques are, but how crazy good they look.
Yeah.
But his voice is like if someone talked to me like that in real life, I'd be like, I don't want to
that's-
talk to you anymore.
That's kind of what I want to know. Is like, is that his? Or was that his voice? Like always.
I doubt. Every time the
I-
camera's turned off, he's like,
All right,
"That's a
fuck
fucking
it.
other show in the books." Woo! And like you like,
Here's the history: is that I don't know what his rank was, but he was in the military,
was.
and he didn't want to yell at another person again. Is my understanding?
That's fair.
And so he like took on his more docile tone when he was doing something more peaceful, like making a landscape painting. So like, but yeah, he didn't want to ever raise his voice again.
He released
really-
all of his anger and tension into his fro. That's
Yeah.
just
yeah.
It grew out
really,
angrily into
I
that.
really wish there was like one point where it's like, look, Bob, you got to come back to the military for a little bit, so go ahead and instruct these troops. All right, everyone, let's go ahead and
Okay.
get your bayonets and get ready to go.
Go ahead and grab these guns. We're going into battle, everybody.
we're gonna need
Here
you
we
to
go.
charge the enemy lines, and if you don't bring me a scalp or two, I'm gonna be really disappointed.
Let's
We-
fuck
and
up
you
these
don't-
people here.
and you
in
would-
Vietnam.
You would not like to see a disappointed Bob Ross. I'm angry
Oh.
and I kill. I very much. I'll
If
kill
you don't,
you.
if
You're
you
dead.
don't burn their huts down, we're gonna have a conversation.
Oh my god.
Keep in mind, this skull I'm drinking from used to belong to a person.
That I like a lot of people. I was reading the comments on the first release. It's out now. As of the recording of this, it came out during the recording of this.
I think the
on
YouTube release came out today.
Yes, an hour ago.
Yep.
And yeah, I want to see the comments on that because like the people on the website, it's littered with Matt, by the way, because I said if you like the episode, let us know. Hit like, hit us up in the comments with Matt.
Right, Matt in the comments. Yeah.
But
By the way, that MYATT,
Yeah.
that is the name of my rival in Pokemon Let's Go. I don't know if you know that. I was playing with Kat, and Kat and I were like starting the game, and they're like, "What's your name?" And I said, it's probably Remy Tim or something, but like I said that, and they're like, "What's your rival's name?" And I was like, "What do we want to call him?" And Kat goes, "Matt." And I wrote, and like the thing is, Kat isn't here. She's missed the whole like renaissance that the Matt has had.
oh yeah.
Yeah.
And still, like I'll be telling her a story about something that happened at work, and I'm like, "Oh, we did this, we did that, blah blah blah," and then like, Matt did this over here, and she'll go, "Matt," and I'm like, "You weren't even
love
there,
it.
like you don't even know about
I
that."
love it.
She just
I hate
remembers.
so much that you brought it back.
Okay.
Also, it was a joke to
Here's
begin
how
with.
it
So I'm
is.
okay. It's just like
Here's how it is, Matt.
God, dude.
You did it. You work in Achieve
You
100.
didn't
You
do
know
it.
better.
Matt,
I
I'm
know.
on your
I
side.
know I
You
didn't do
didn't
it.
do it.
You did.
I didn't do a thing
You-
about it.
you pushed my hand.
Rewatching the source video, it is nothing like we have
It's just
portrayed it.
Matt.
No,
He
it's
just
just
says
Matt.
Matt
Okay.
with a
Yeah.
smile.
So here's why it came back. We're sitting there, and every now and then, like over the last handful of years, every
That's what-
6 months, I'll bring up Matt.
It never left for you.
I'll bring it up and I'll say Matt, because he always he's like, I hate that picture of me, and I'm like, Matt, I honestly like this picture of you. Why don't you like it? And so I brought it up, and like in this moment I was at my computer, so I pulled it up and I was like, you know what? Right click, set as background. It was my background. He goes, I hate that you did that. Like, why did you do that?
I know.
And then I'm like, you're saying his reasoning why he didn't like the picture. Not that it's a good picture. He hates it because he's saying his own name.
No, that's not why I hate it.
Okay, why do you hate it?
It's a bad picture.
It's a good picture.
It's a good picture.
It's a good picture.
Really
in the time, in the moment, you also said it's because you're also saying your own name. I remember this, and so I was like, Matt. But
I don't
We
care about
didn't we all say our own names?
instantly, no, Jeff said all of our names.
Jeff said all of our
But-
names, and then
but
at the
like-
end of Awu, Matt said
Instantly,
Matt.
though.
Yeah, but like I wasn't there when he did like all that shit.
Yeah.
So I was like, well, I don't want to be
Like
left out.
Kovic was there.
I think I had my phone out. I was like, just say your name, record. And he went, Matt. And then I was like, awesome. Stop recording. And in the very end of that video clip, if I have it at all, because it was like 3 phones ago, Michael goes, you said your own name?
It's really fun.
Anyway, so because Jeff wasn't around.
Right.
So we tucked that in. Anyway, so in Awu, you weren't here, Matt. It was on my background. And I said, just let's not let Matt forget.
I saw it because I wasn't allowed to forget at all.
And then I said, also, just go ahead and throw it back in the. So we that's at the end of that Awu as well. And
in fairness, though,
so the reason why it's your fault is because you said you don't like that picture. You played me. You made me bring the picture up.
in
I
fairness,
had
you
to bring the
did say
picture up.
I know.
Which is a mistake.
How dare I? But you know.
That's Achievement Hunter.
I know, it is true.
Don't say it. Because then
Matt
it becomes
did this
a thing.
thing recently. I don't know what we were doing. I don't even know if it was in a video. But it was something like murder, where we were all saying who we were. And we were like,
yes.
And I was like, I'm innocent. And
embraced
they're
it a
like,
little bit.
innocent. And someone's like, detective, innocent. And Matt goes, Matt. And I like was crying. I thought it was the funniest thing.
See, Matt is one. You're my favorite person.
Matt,
thank you.
You
think
roll
about
with
it.
it.
Think about it before you pour it.
Think about
You
it.
said, well, first of all,
Right,
he
he's thought
complained.
about it.
He complained that it wasn't there,
Not
and then
that much.
second, when I
Okay.
gave him the ingredients, he said, "I don't want that."
And then did it anyway.
You started talking about the Matt thing, so
Yeah,
You really-
take the
You
whole can
just
of Coke to
drove
water
him
that
to
down.
drink.
yeah.
But you're my favorite person because like you own that stuff, you roll with it, you have fun, and like.
There's no reason to get like upset about it.
No, I love that you just roll with it because it's nothing is coming from it that is intentionally.
If I
we're not
assumed-
trying to offend you.
If I assumed you were trying to offend me, I wouldn't have rolled it.
Also,
This is
if we
why
were
Matt
offending you, it wouldn't be in
doesn't wanna-
content.
This is why he doesn't want to work out and get more energy. Then he'd have to feel things.
Right.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Having no
That
emotions.
seems
is
like a
great.
pain in the ass.
Right now, he's just a
The
nice
less
mellow.
emotions you have, the better. Like I only have normal and angry.
Cool.
And, like, having
You're all
more is just
sociopaths.
I
It
just
seems like a
little bit.
hassle, quite honestly.
I just
like, not
realized-
being
Huh?
one.
What's up?
I got that travel pass thing earlier. I was
Right.
like, what? I'm not
Does
going
someone have
anywhere.
your identity? What's going on?
Did you
Wrong.
just cancel
It's-
Cat's
no,
flight or
it-
something?
No,
Oh,
it's because me and my family are all on the same kind of account right now, and my sister is on our honeymoon.
Oh, so he canceled his sister's honeymoon.
Nice.
Got it.
Nice. Well,
I'd
that's
be all.
okay.
I wish I'd be like, listen, honeymoon's
Have
off.
fun.
You know what went up to this week that people are not as in love with?
What's up?
People are kind of not happy with Red Dead.
Oh,
was a
really?
I haven't looked at the
video.
comments yet. Are people not happy? I don't even
Honestly,
know what the video was all
a
about.
lot of it is because, well, one, people are like, I want GTA.
Yeah, that's
But
fair. That's fair.
Rockstar is Red Dead is just GTA with less cars.
Yes.
Let me also just
More horses,
a
though.
little peek behind the curtain.
Yeah.
Because there's a lot of you out there, and there's a lot of different opinions, and a lot of like some people love things, some people hate that same thing. There's a balancing act that we have to play with the content that we make. We want to make sure that we're passionate about it, that we like it, and that it's also something that you guys like. So on one hand, by putting out a GTA that is not something that like we couldn't.
That's a Red Dead.
Right, we put out a Red Dead. We don't want to put out a GTA where we don't feel like we have a strong idea or that we're not interested in what we're doing. We don't want to put out a GTA where we feel like we're just kind of putting it out. And sometimes like if there's ever like there's definitely been comments where they try to sniff that out, where they're like, you can tell that they didn't want to do this or like they didn't like it. And so so opening it up to Red Dead allows us to continue to make sure that we, are passionate and driven in what we're making and making good quality content. So I understand if you wanted the typical like the week to week like GTA
I can tell
consistency,
you,
but some people also like can get like start to get tired of GTA. So there's a balancing act.
I can tell you the story of how we ended
Go
up
for it.
shooting
Let's
that
do it.
entirely, which was one, we had very few people around. It was literally the people in that video were the only people in the room.
I think I
that
showed
time.
up late.
Yeah.
I think you did come in
I
late.
might have walked in.
And I've just been reading on, I think, Kotaku that they had released new missions in Red Dead and that they were actually really interesting and enjoyable. And they had like two different paths that you could go down morally.
Yeah.
So obviously,
I love
we
that
didn't
idea,
find
that
the new
moral
content yet because Red Dead still is kind of challenging sometimes online to find.
Well, it's like the story you have to follow. There's a story specifically for your online characters.
And I mean, it's still a work in progress, very much, Red Dead Online. So I understand why a lot of people are upset about Red Dead Online existing. But for us, it was like, hey, there's new content. Internet says it's really good. We got 4 people.
That's like
Let's
using
do
the tools we have. This is the best stuff that we're most excited about, and we like here.
And honestly,
to let you in,
I would give it a try because there's legitimately some really, really funny stuff in that video.
To let you
that was
in,
one of the funnier things.
To kind of the mindset we have with GTA, because like there's certain series that they run weekly and stuff like that, but none of them are as heavy-handed as Minecraft and GTA.
Yes,
like those are like the cornerstones of achievement hunting. GTA is a very weird one for us because like Minecraft, we come up with ideas every now and again. We had the 102 was like is the new idea.
Well, you have like Sky Factory, you have 102, you have Galactic Craft, you have mods that kind of inform the creative.
And then like while those mods are happening, that we can come up with other stuff in the
right. And then Matt has his builds and stuff.
And people usually get right behind it. They're all about it. They love that shit. GTA, we come in and we go, what are we going to do for GTA this week? And we start throwing ideas out there. And there's some things that we love doing. Like we really enjoy doing races. We enjoy doing snipers versus stunners. We enjoy offense, defense, and stuff like that. But we have to look at the videos and see what views have done and what the audience responds to and stuff like that. And it doesn't always line up. Like if we want to do races, it's like people don't always watch that. Same with like jack bags. Like people don't always watch the jack bags. Like, but then we do something like Sonic, and people love it.
Yeah.
But like, think of all the planning that went into the Sonic. Like, it doesn't look like anything went into it, but we had to like form that idea, do the whole dress up thing, figure out what the video was about.
After a month, let's just say a month of nothing new has come out in pop culture, like a Sonic trailer. Nothing has changed in the game. No weapons, no cars, no game modes or whatever. And so it can be tolling or taxing on your creative efforts. And so sometimes it can be hard to find something that you actually feel genuinely driven to make in GTA. Because like we have in the mods in Minecraft kind of help inform the creative. Matt, it's like you can make just about anything in the game.
Yeah, there's
GTA has some more limiting factors that kind of go into play on that.
It just it made me sad because I thought it was a good video. It is actually really funny stuff in there, and I was looking forward to doing the rest of the missions, and I don't know if we will or not. I want to get to the bank robbery.
It's
There's
an
a bank
unfortunate
robbery.
thing when you end a video thinking that was a great video, and then the audience doesn't agree. It happens.
Well, especially if it's they don't like it just because it's not GTA.
Yeah.
Because I'm not saying that's all of the people that are that are having a problem with it, but that has been some of the people that have a problem with it. It's just not GTA.
Yeah.
Like I've been playing through Red Dead just to see if like those missions were worth doing, and it's like there's definitely some issues with Red Dead Online, like 100%.
Yeah.
But it's still a good experience overall.
Yeah.
Like, but at the same time, there's issues with everything.
There's still content that can be made.
They've got to figure out what they want to do with it. Is where their issue with Red Dead Online is.
They have to figure out what they want to do with it, and then a year later divert to flying horses.
Absolutely.
If they want to catch up with what GTA is, they need to do stuff like that.
Yeah.
Like, that's the thing. GTA just has more possibilities.
I don't know if they I think they might have just said, I don't think it can be that, and so we're not going to try to do because GTA 5 became a huge source. I guess there's just cash cow for them because of being modern. It opens up all the doors, right?
You keep putting in new cars. New horses are not the same.
You can also add future tech and past tech in a modern game, whereas being cowboy time, you kind of limit yourself via the theme and the time.
I almost want to think it's similar to almost maybe like Sea of Thieves, where it's like you're playing your pirate or your cowboy in this situation, where it's like, I'm leveling up so I can get like a new horse. Yeah, and that's all I want to do today.
Yeah, or a cosmetic or something.
Yeah, exactly. Like you have to be more into what you're doing.
Yeah.
I know, like, it didn't launch well just because it had the whole, I just robbed a bank, got $20.
Well, it's also still been in beta until recently.
I know.
But the money
the money was similar to that era of money,
Yeah.
but the cost of weapons was similar to the cost of now weapons,
Yeah.
which is like it just didn't line up in that way. But before we I just want to broaden. Like I think this is a good time to talk about something that like we've been doing a little bit more in videos, and just throw it to the audience like as an open discussion. Like I think the best way to kind of let us know when you're watching a video on YouTube or whatever, it's easy to kind of watch and then move on to the next video, move on. I think what I've really enjoyed about Achievement Hunter is our genuine connection to our community. 3 people at this table are from our community. And I really like the conversation.
For a job.
Right.
True, Craigslist. I really value the communication and the authenticity that we have with our audience, and I think the best way and the easiest way for you guys to stay engaged in like in informing kind of where we go and like what we make is like simply, and I know a lot of people do this and it's kind of cliche at this point, but hitting like on YouTube or just leaving a comment quickly, just saying like this was awesome. Or if you don't like it, letting us know, like saying like constructively, like what did you not like about it? What would you like to see changed? Or like if there's consistent errors and like I love that discourse can happen.
Saying what you don't like about a video, like specifically, can help change it so that won't be a thing anymore.
Rather than saying this was fucking like I honestly, there's only a very few handful of people, but there are people I read just yesterday comments that are like, this is fucking terrible, and then someone's like, well, why do you gotta say it like that? And like, well, I'm allowed to have an opinion. Like, yes, you can have an opinion, but like honestly, that just hurts. It doesn't help, right? But like, I don't want to get too much into the negative side. I just think like
we just need to know exactly what it is.
I love constructive feedback because I read as many comments as my time allows. I read comments on all the videos. I just scroll endlessly. Like I just read all the feedback, positive and negative. I try to like take it all into account and try to like make sure we're well informed on that. And like seriously, like even if it's just leaving a thumbs up on a video, like just take an extra second, boom, like that. Honestly, genuinely helps on YouTube, which is a platform that's getting harder and harder to surface, not only to new people, but to you guys who are already existing subscribers, which is like crazy to me, but it's true. It
makes no sense. Yeah.
Years ago, YouTube deprioritized subscribers. People that said, I want this content, they deprioritized those people. And now they just kind of surface stuff that's similar to what you're currently watching, which works to a lot of people that are kind of agnostic to who they follow. They don't subscribe to anybody. They just kind of hit what's in the sidebar.
I like this. I'll go to
this. I'm watching, let's just say GTA. I'm watching GTA right now, and YouTube's like, I noticed that you watched 2 GTAs. Why don't you see some more GTAs? Or here's a trickling of other games similar to GTA and personalities that are similar from our algorithm. But anyway, I just wanted to like open that up again, because like we will start saying that a little bit more in videos. Like if you like it, let us know, or if you don't, let us know.
There's frequently whenever some of these things come up, they're like, they don't listen, they just make fun of us. Like, all right, here's the thing: if you act like a dickhead, we're gonna make fun of you.
Exactly.
Yeah. Well, that's
if you're a dick, we're gonna be making fun of you.
If we're making fun of you,
never been a thing we wouldn't have talked about.
You should address how maybe you made the comment. Just a thought. You're like, they're stupid. I can't believe they're playing this piece of trash. Yeah, we're gonna make fun of you for
Perfectly allowed to have that opinion.
Yeah,
right.
It's the way you say it.
It's the way you say it,
or what you're after.
I've seen that a lot. Like people making comments online. Like someone will put their opinion out there. Again, fine, but like the way they do it in like such as like condescending way or something like that. Like very combative.
Yeah.
And someone will come back at them like, will like comment back at them. I see this on Reddit. Reddit is just a battleground now of like
of conflicting opinions.
Yeah.
We're in a polarizing time. Opinions float to the opposite ends of the spectrum. There is very little middle ground.
And like someone
There's
like
so much middle ground.
we'll go at them
be
like
in the middle ground.
And someone's like, why? And then the person will come back and be like, why are you attacking me? I just said like my. And they're like, yeah, but it's how you say it. It's like people don't get that.
Like,
There's
look at what you
way.
just said. Like, look at the tone you left. It's like you're attacking.
Yeah, and
it's like the person or something.
Your
all right,
Snowflake.
Snowflake.
Attacking.
If you wouldn't say that to someone's face and expect that there was a 50% chance that they were going to punch you, then don't expect to have a reasonable discourse online using it.
It's like honestly, and the main argument for it is by saying it in a way that's not just like 100% dickish, you really put forward an opportunity to make a difference.
You open a conversation.
You open a conversation. We read it and we go, okay, I totally get where this person's coming from, and like we will work to make that better. It's when we know someone's just coming out combatively, we're like, well, why does this person's opinion matter so much if they're just like kind of an asshole.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like it weighs less than someone who makes like an argument.
If you don't come out as like a reasonable person, it's like, why are we going to listen to this?
Exactly.
I think
not reasonable opinion.
There's a really weird thing that happens on internet discussions where people will they come into the internet world thinking like, it's an open world of communication. I can tell somebody anything, and they'll start throwing out all these opinions.
Yeah.
And I think what happens is they just start getting jaded. It's like they keep throwing these opinions and no one seems to listen. No one seems to listen. They get angrier and angrier that people aren't listening. And all of a sudden, by the time that you get down to the comments that we actually see, it's like, they're stupid. Why don't they ever listen to me? Why doesn't anyone listen to me? I posted it online so many times.
And I mean, honestly, on the flip side of things, I mean, there's a lot of people that like the internet will call white knights out there, right?
Yeah.
That like they'll defend everything we do. And in fairness, everything we do is not.
We're not flawless.
We're not flawless.
Exactly.
We really aren't. Like, and there are some people who will like defend us to every extent, even if maybe something we did wasn't the right choice.
Sure.
And like, so there's both sides of that spectrum. There's a happy medium in there where like, that can help us get better.
Yeah.
So we're getting closer to
It's
the
also
point where
careful-
everyone will be. You can't make everyone happy.
Yeah, you also got to be
as close as
careful
we can.
when like the topic is very subjective.
Oh, yeah.
The content we make, comedy in general, gaming in general is very subjective. So there's like some broad truths where people tend to pool their opinions more. Like this was a great game, like groundbreaking mechanics or whatever, or like this comedian is like more renowned. Like 99% of the people like this person or whatever. But like it's very subjective.
Yeah.
And so like. Just keep that in mind when you. Anyway, I don't want to focus on the negative stuff. I mostly just want to say like if we're on the right track, that's just as informative. Like just letting us know. I always say leave Matt in the comments because that's like fun at the moment. But like is like the easiest thing to do.
Not constructive.
Not constructive at all.
Hey,
but like
I
it
take
literally
all
just,
those Mats to make me feel better.
Positive comments are just as good as negative comments because then we know we're doing something
Yes.
right. It's easy to watch a video and really like it and not comment because it's like I watched it, I enjoyed it, and I left a like or even something like that.
I was gonna say not many people leave like super positive reviews, but then I saw a bunch of positive reviews for like a geriatric training.
That's the thing. I
Added
noticed
blueberries, fucks like a dream.
Whenever someone goes to one of those, like a site that's specifically about leaving reviews, like let's say Yelp, for example, right? Someone goes to a site that's like specifically about leaving reviews. It's like I'm going to review this restaurant or something like that. The people who leave reviews, people who have a bad time are more inclined to leave a review than people who have 100%. A good time. Because people who have a good time go, sweet, that was great. All right, cool. Moving on to like people who have a bad time go, I need to tell someone that I had a bad time, and they leave reviews.
Which is also fair.
Yeah, I mean, totally fair. But it's like the people who have a good time don't do that.
I'm literally talking to myself because I consume content. I watch it all. Like I don't leave comments. I don't really like things anymore.
Me neither.
And so I'm also talking to the type of person who is passively enjoying stuff like myself.
Yeah.
And like I want to be better about letting people know that I'm
right. I'm not
they're
gonna write
the
on
right
a
track.
video. Loved this or anything like that because I watched it and I liked it.
Yeah.
And to me, I said I loved it.
There was a point where I realized
Because
like,
views is also a good feedback metric.
especially on like Reddit. I'm like, why would I not like something? If I enjoyed this, like, there you go. Who gives a shit? I like that.
Yeah.
Good for you. Well done.
I mostly accidentally like stuff.
I hated this.
Yeah.
I click like accidentally on so many like I'll be scrolling through Reddit and will click like on the way by and I'm like, what the fuck did I just like? And it was
Did they get rid of that? If you're in the comments on the mobile version, there was this bubble that you would tap and then you could leave a comment, as opposed to having the comment thing just permanently at the bottom.
No fucking.
And like, because it used to be right exactly if you were right-handed where your thumb would go when you would scroll, and I would always tap on that, and then you could float it around, but it would always just stand on top of the comments.
I think you might be right because I know there's a thing.
I don't know if they got rid of that or not.
People send me messages on Reddit. I'm like, I don't want these. I don't
need this.
Reddit is the last place
the messages?
I want to communicate with you. Nothing against you personally. Just I'm like Reddit is my place. From like,
but
I'll
like
scroll,
a
look
lot
and
of
see
those
what's on the
messages,
internet and whatever.
all those messages that you get,
I guess that's true.
they're really great and they're gonna make you smile.
It's true.
And the best thing about smiling is having great teeth.
Yes.
And speaking of which, this episode is brought to you by Quip. Buying for your dad can be tough. We're on the Father's Day trend right now. Even a graduation gift isn't easy to find. Get them a gift that's one size fits all, an electronic toothbrush from Quip. Quip toothbrushes have guiding features that make sticking to good habits simple. A built-in 2-minute timer pulses every 30 seconds to remind you to switch sides and clean your whole mouth evenly. Get it? 30 seconds, you gotta brush for 2 minutes total, 30 seconds each quadrant. Top right, top left, bottom right. 2 minutes. Let's see. Brush heads are automatically delivered on a dentist recommended schedule every 3 months for just $5. Plus, you get a multi-use cover that works as a stand, mounts to mirrors, and slides over your bristles for when you're on the go. Traveling with toothbrushes is always a pain in the butt. You just gotta like put them in bags and stuff like that. And it always looks like bleh. So the easier way to do that, the better. Why do these features matter? 90% of us don't brush for a full 2 minutes, and 75% of us use old, worn-out bristles that are ineffective. I'm probably one of those guys now. You don't have to worry about any of this when you use a Quip. Quip is one of the first electronic toothbrushes accepted by the American Dental Association and have thousands of 5-star reviews. Make sure to use Quip because you don't have to think about it if you're brushing your teeth the right way. They let you know that you're brushing it the right way. They're like, listen, it's time to switch. Time to switch. You get the 2 minutes in there, and make sure to do those 2 minutes. It's very important. You will have the best toothbrush for the job. That's why you should love Quip, and why more than 1 million happy, healthy mouths do too. There's a lot of toothbrushes making a lot of mouths healthy and happy. Quip starts at just $25, and if you go to getquip.com/offtopic right now, you can get your first refill pack for free. That's your first refill pack at getquip.com/offtopic. So you can get Quip, get a brighter smile, happier teeth, healthier teeth. Don't have to get your teeth drilled or anything awful like that. Just brush. Makes your life way easier. Have a clean mouth.
It's true.
My dad, like a couple weeks ago. So like I said, my sister's wedding was over the weekend. And so a few weeks ago, my dad was eating a granola bar or something. Bit into it, and he felt a crack.
Oh.
Like a loud crack. And so he goes to see his dentist. He's like, I don't know what happened. And they tell him his front tooth fractured. Like along the whole line of the tooth. And so it's still there, but it has this fracture
It's
along.
like a hairline crack, just like...
Yeah, but it was like up under where the gum was. Yeah, exactly.
Ooh.
So he's like, all right, so like, do I have to get my tooth taken out? Like, what? And they're like, well, you don't have to get your tooth taken out, but what you're doing is you're taking a risk because it can go at any time now.
No more
so
apples.
You could be at your daughter's wedding and bite something and it comes out.
Yeah.
And he's like, I can't do that. I can't risk that. So they pulled his tooth out and they gave him a retainer that has a fake tooth attached to it.
Gotcha.
So he like pops a retainer in and his tooth is there. So the whole wedding that we were at this weekend, he can't eat with it. He's not good at eating with the fake tooth in. So the whole time,
I think you have to take those out, don't you?
You don't have to, but he has a real issue with it.
Okay.
And like,
Yeah.
he would be ready to eat whatever. Like they'd be serving something up, and he'd be just like, and like his tooth would be out. He's missing his front tooth. Like wrap it up in a napkin or something and eat like that. And my brother-in-law, the whole time was like, we're taking the wedding pictures. And he's like, you gotta take your tooth out. You gotta take the tooth out. Like he loved the sight of my dad with his tooth out. And my dad's talking about like giving the speeches and stuff like that. And my brother-in-law, his name is Jeff, and he's like, oh, what if I said in my speech? I was like, listen, I wrote a speech and I read it to Jeff, and he didn't like it, and look what he did to me. And he was like missing a tooth. The whole time he was like just playing around with his missing teeth. He looked
Your
great.
dad's hilarious.
He's awesome.
He's very
He's
quick.
a funny dude. He's gonna be an RTX, all RTX this year.
I'm gonna get his signature.
Well, that's the thing. I'm like, the whole time he's just on, because I'm like, all right, I'll get you into, Achievement Hunter Live. I'll get you into Off Topic. On the Spot, we're on theater mode. I'm like, fucking theater mode. I know Tyler's gonna put me like orgasming face in there somewhere, but like
He just stood up excitedly, thumbs up.
Yeah, I'm
very
like,
enthusiastic.
I'm like, I'll get you into all these things, and my dad's like, I want to ask a question. I'm like, what? And he's like, you know the panels where people have the Q&As and people come on. And I'm like, yeah. And he's like, I'm gonna ask a question. And I'm like, all right, dude,
Father,
like,
what is your question
I'm
gonna
like,
be?
you can, if you want, I can have my PA put you in the line or something if you want to ask a question. I'm like, that's the achievement panel. He's like, all right, I'm going to talk to them. I'm going to ask a question.
On the achievement panel? Or,
Yeah.
I guess Off Topic doesn't take questions.
Off Topic doesn't do questions.
He should just come up during Off Topic and have a drink with
I'm
us.
like, all right, Dad, whatever. And like at one point, I'm having a meetup with like my stream people. We're doing a meetup and signing things. He's like, we're going to be there.
And we're gonna ask a question.
He's like, we're gonna be at the meetup, like Mama and Papa Dooley. He's like, I'm gonna get a shirt. I'm gonna get a shirt that says Papa Dooley, and I'm gonna walk around RTX, Papa Dooley. And he's like, wait, and I told him about
That's
the voodoo bar.
Mr. Monster Truck to you.
He's like, I told him about the voodoo bar. He's like, oh, you got a voodoo bar there? Free beer? And I'm like, yeah, it's like free beer at like the voodoo. He's like, I'm gonna be there. If anyone wants me, I'm gonna be there. He's sitting like drinking voodoo. I'm like, oh.
Speaking of RTX, how the fuck did we end up having to go up against Nolan North and
This was news to me.
What's up, huh?
All right, so John Reisinger is like, big announcement on the spot.
Good luck.
Big announcement at the end of On the Spot. Obviously, I don't give a fuck. I imagine this can be an announcement like, hey, On the Spot's back for another season, even though it shouldn't be. And like, I figure that's going to be the announcement. And I'm just like, all right, like, so I'm not going to tune in for it.
Sure.
So the next day, me and Ryan are like streaming, like after this announcement. And in both of our streams, people are like, oh man, how are you guys feeling? Ryan and Jeremy versus Nolan North and Troy Baker. We're like, what? Like, what are you talking about?
That wasn't what I agreed to.
I didn't agree to that.
You guys are gonna get slaughtered.
Funhouse. I mean, come on.
Yeah, I figured it was gonna be like, Jeremy and Ryan versus fucking Blaine and Chris again. It's like, all right, great. Yeah, dude, we'll show them whatever they're doing. But like, fucking Troy Baker and Nolan North?
We're gonna play games with them. We got a call later to set up a collaboration with them. Doing retro replay stuff.
I don't know what is
That sounds awesome.
Yeah, I'm excited about it. Those are great guys.
We're fucked.
Matt.
Very funny guys, too.
Yeah.
I have to go to the bathroom really bad.
Okay.
Hold it
You
down.
know what? This would be a good time
Can
to do.
you handle the teaser for theater mode?
No.
You're on it,
right.
man.
Hey.
All right.
Theater mode is coming out soon, I would assume.
I think you were in this one.
Was I in this one?
Don't give him the lower third yet.
Am I?
No, you're not in this one.
He's not.
I was not in this one.
But you could have been.
I could have been, but I wasn't. But I hear there's a little teaser for it. It's probably going to appear on that screen.
Do you wait before you pop it up there? What's the name of the movie, Matt? They said it right at the beginning.
Ooh, Ryan, that was a few drinks ago.
Oh,
Tyler's like,
Do you remember what the name of the movie you were on?
Last Day of School.
Hey, you got it. buddy.
Hey, there you go.
Good job.
This would be Toxic Avenger, right?
Toxic Avenger is
There
the
we
name of
go.
the movie
Classic.
for theater mode. So check out this trailer right now.
I will.
What?
Think you're push.
What did Miss Haskell do? She was being a playgirl.
Hey, stay away from me! Help!
Why is he killing Miss Haskell?
I think it's.
Stay away from me!
Is she Bozo's mom?
Maybe. Is he exterminating the whole family line?
What the? Let me get it! I'll give you anything!
He just hates little people.
I'm a little lost here.
That's gonna be. That was one of those failed discoveries.
What was that?
What did he say?
Oh my! Hang on one second. We got to go back for that. All right. Sorry, Jeff.
It's okay. I was gonna make a dumb joke.
Hang on. We missed some grade A racism, I think. Yeah. Here we go. Ready?
Mm-hmm.
No tiki, no washi.
It's not even an Asian cleaning service.
Yeah, but it's.
That's still racist. Times have changed, everybody.
I was gonna say this is the pilot for that new show, Little People, Big Dryer.
Oh, I'm impressed.
Gotta love Discovery Channel.
Oh man,
what a movie that was!
Good lord.
Toxic Avenger, classic Troma film. One of their tentpole movies.
Yeah,
really.
he's effectively become their the Troma mascot, like
There
the
was
face of Troma.
When I was a kid, there was a
okay.
They had their own cartoon. Toxic Avenger was a cartoon when I was a kid.
Really?
I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
We had, good cartoons. Digimon?
I had the Mario and Zelda cartoons on the Mario live action TV show.
Well, excuse me, Ryan.
Princess.
Those weren't really.
Do you want to walk us through what we
They
see
were
the
not.
season of Lloyd Mania here, Matt?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, walk us through what we got.
So we got Poultrygeist. That's already come out.
That was the one where all kinds of
Based
things
on-
came out of a man's asshole. And went in too. I think.
Oh, right, that's right. That's
Yeah,
last
there's a lot
week's
of
clip.
ass
Yeah.
play.
There's Toxic Avenger. That's
You just watched, yeah.
Yes, and you saw that. There's Trauma War. I believe that's
Trauma's War.
Trauma's War, yeah.
614.
Hold on, what's it say here at the bottom? What's it do to Rambo 3?
It makes Rambo 3 look like Lassie Come Home. I thought Lassie was a good movie, but
She came home. It's good.
Yeah, it was a journey. And then there's Last Day of School on the 21st of June. I was in that one. I remember that.
Yes.
Most of it.
Yes.
I got drunk on that too.
Of course.
There's a lot of boobs in that one. A lot of boobs in that one.
Yeah, I missed that one.
There was a lot of boobs.
Theater Modocs, that's
This will be an audio only. You got to
Yeah,
sync it
only.
up with the movie
Yeah.
if you want to watch along.
That was us
there's,
doing Doom.
Doom and
Watch that one, I was there.
Van Helsing.
That's
Right.
Funhouse.
Funhouse though. Yeah.
And then don't forget RTX. If you're going to RTX, I think there's very, very few tickets left. Like I could count them on 3 hands.
Yeah, like a few dozen maybe.
Okay.
Dozen.
That's
Still at 36.
I got a lot of fingers and a lot of hands.
24.
So
it's 1,200.
if you're going to RTX, get yourself some tickets.
There's 1,200
There were
tickets.
1,200 tickets and there's a few
There's
dozen
about
left.
1,200 seats in that.
There's gonna be
theater.
1,200 people at Theater Mode?
It's at the Paramount Theater.
Did you put me orgasming in the movie?
We haven't edited the movie yet.
Let me know right now. Are you gonna put it in?
I mean,
My mother will be there.
Yes.
I mean, you're kind of making me want to put it.
Do it. Do it. He's asking for
He
it.
probably wasn't even thinking about it.
This is
This
is it.
Tyler.
This is
every single time we've done a live
way
one.
that I was asking for
Listen,
Matt to be
exactly.
You're
It's achievement
Boston
hunter.
Trevor's
You
telling me
are
to do it.
asking
You'd be
for it.
orgasming in
It will happen. now.
Every single live Theater Mode we've done is me fucking doing the orgasm face on the spot. Every time.
Then
Can I
don't be
see
on
that?
the spot.
Can you pull that up? I don't know if
do it
I
on
know
the
what he's talking about unless we roll it right here, right now on this podcast.
You know what he's talking about. Even like one of the times we did Theater Mode live, we
Yeah.
did it at Alamo.
Hold on real quick. Before I want to wrap up the RTX bit. If you're on the fence about going to RTX, travel's going to get only more expensive from here on out, right? So if you're on the fence, decide now. You're going to go. Achieve 15% off until June 15th. We'll see you there. Maybe we'll see you at Theater Mode Live if you
They
get those tickets.
They don't want to extend that through Father's Day? Or just why not give Dad a chance for 15% off? I don't know.
Well,
Cut it
Dad
off on
needs
the
to get off his haunches, kick on his loafers, buy himself some tickets for 15% off.
Did you say kick on his loafers?
Yeah, I did.
That's impressive.
Hold on, I want to play Jeremy.
So at Theater Mode, we did it in the Alamo Draft House, and we watched the movie Birdemic 2.
Yes.
Sure did.
They grabbed a GIF of me. I was on top of a ladder. I got really fucked up. And I climbed up a ladder and I laid down on my stomach on the top of the ladder and started like fucking being Superman or something. And they just took that and they looped it. And anytime there was a scene with a flock of birds in it, I was in the corner
To be fair,
doing my shit.
that was better graphics than the movie had.
It really was. It was very similar. But like,
That's what they look like.
it's always me. Why is it me? Tyler.
There's not a lot of
What have
us
I
doing
done
that.
to you?
You're the one who puts
There
yourself
was.
in precarious
It was there
situations.
for a second.
Broken.
Did all the power just go out?
There's
Yeah,
the
so-
birds.
There I am.
Jeremy.
Oh my God! Yes,
You fit right
I
in.
love it. I almost
Beautiful.
my water back out. That was awesome,
Dude, Justin, who does all of our graphics for Theater Mode, during Theater Mode Live at RTX, you were like, "Where'd you guys get that dancing dick thing?" And I'm like, "We made that."
Nice.
Dancing dick.
It was when
Get
the guy
Justin
kept
I
a
know
raise.
it's hard to believe I don't
We're
remember a
wasting-
dancing dick,
We're
but
really
I
wasting
don't.
his talents.
No, we're using these talents.
Fucking go eat pizza.
Yeah, the
Yeah, we
pizza.
should get some pizza. It's been a longer podcast than we thought it was going to be.
Real
Yeah.
long. Olin left like a year ago.
2 hours
Yeah.
and 45
We didn't
minutes.
talk about-
Olin had some sort of like awkward story about a pitch he was making that he was going to share, but we got
We
down the
didn't let him
deep
talk at
backpack
all.
hole.
We didn't let him speak.
I felt bad. I was almost like gonna offer him,
I was
hey,
like,
do you
should
want to take
we-
my time to speak? But I was too drunk.
Should we interview you or something? Didn't. Just let him go. That man's been on Conan O'Brien.
Has he really?
Yeah.
Oh.
Conan clearly can't
Conan
get the conversation going
is-
like
Well, I was gonna say, so
Yeah.
he's got a real track record with bad interviews.
Conan is
so
a
we're
god
good.
among men. I love Conan.
He's very
He's
quick
pretty
and
awesome.
he's very funny.
He did a whole segment on Colbert. He's
Yeah.
on the Colbert Report, where he
Melbourne
discovered he was 100% Irish, and he's like, no, he did like the 23andMe type
Yeah.
thing. He's like, no one is 100% Irish. And he's like, I asked the guy what that meant, and he's like, it means you're inbred. He's like, it explains the gangly legs.
Means as far back in history as you go, you're just from that one spot.
And people who live in Ireland are 100% Irish.
He's so smart too, man. I watched Conan Abroad. It's basically all the extra like footage from his segments from his show just turned into a show, like so they're less cut. And man, like when he goes into I don't remember. Israel, I think. I don't remember where it was, but it was a place where there's like a lot of like political stuff going on, and like the people are like, "Are you just coming here to exploit our situation for content, or are you going to like, is this a message that you're sharing?" And he actually sat there and like he broke down the whole situation. He was like fully informed on everything. He's like, "Don't worry, this is what I'm hoping to achieve and tell." And like I was like, he's just well spoken, very quick, very funny, but also like just incredibly smart and
he's got a great quick sense of humor.
It's really nice to see.
Do you have pizza?
Well,
all right.
Ryan, one.
No, I know where Ryan's coming from here.
Yeah, we should definitely.
Yeah, we're gonna wrap it up. It's 1:45 for us. We're gonna go have some pizza, record a video after this. I wonder how they're doing on the 50 turn. I don't know if they're done.
Yeah, if they're close to done.
If they're done, I would love to do some Gmod.
Yeah.
I really hope.
Fucking love
I hope they paused because I think they're macking on some. I think they had some Rudies. We had Rudies yesterday.
Wait, they're Rudy? Why are they not
They got
pizza?
their own order of Rudies because we were like, we had Rudies yesterday.
Okay.
They wanted Rudies.
Yeah.
You know what?
Let's
They're
just
doing
hope
50 turns.
they're not
It's America.
mukbanging on the Mario Party.
All right. So we're gonna end it there. Thanks again to Olin Rogers for this podcast. He was fucking funny.
Yeah, he's going to be at the RTX Animation Festival, and then you can check out Final
Thanks again
Space
to our
Season
sponsors,
2.
New Belgium, Omaha Steaks, and Quip. We don't normally think of it at the end, but I want to do it because why the
Just
hell
a reminder.
Okay, bye.
Bye, everybody.
Peace time.
Yeah, see you.